Welcome everybody to the Marshfield Rams pregame show against the Bridgewater-Raynham Trojans. I am Jack Hughes, joined by Will Nicholson, and let's dive right in. Will, what does the offense need to do to win this game?
Well, I think one of the big things we've seen the offense lack is obviously scoring touchdowns, but avoiding the turnovers, I think, has been a huge problem for them. Obviously, Nate, he's thrown a couple of picks at inopportune times. At the end of the Methuen game, he had a really bad one, and then a couple of ones that were thrown as double coverage versus St. John's Prep. So really, they just got to cut down the turnovers. That's the biggest thing right now. They'll put together good drives, and they'll show really good flashes of what this offense can look like, and then they'll have a silly turnover where a handoff to Evan Williams doesn't get converted. So really, I think they just have to look to cut down those turnovers. But, I mean, Jack, the offense has looked really good other than that.
The offense has been a tale of two Coles. Cole Summers, the senior, having 232 all-purpose yards, and Cole Hannigan, not far right behind him, number 10, by the way, with around 130. Luke Richardson.
Good evening, Marshfield. Welcome to Bridgewater-Raynham here on Marshfield Community Media for tonight's broadcast between the Marshfield Rams and the Bridgewater-Raynham Trojans. The 0-2 Rams looking to bounce back versus BR, who is 1-1. Kickoff is going to go deep and will be fielded by Colt Summers. He's going to go to the far sideline, get a block, and then will run out of bounds right across that 30-yard line. We got a great matchup for you tonight. Will Nicholson alongside Ben Wilson. Ben, the Rams are going to take the ball first here to open up the game.
Yeah, absolutely. That's an interesting choice by Bridgewater-Raynham. Most of the time you would want the ball first, but it's also a good choice because if Bridgewater-Raynham needs it, they can get the ball at the start of the next half. So obviously that's a great choice there by them. I'm excited about this game, Will. I'm excited to see, I believe Rawlinson will be starting tonight. I'm also excited to see the Bridgewater-Raynham quarterback. That's Jack Lambert. He was the Patriot Ledger Enterprise All-Scholastic last year. And he threw for 2,000-plus yards, and he had 26 touchdowns, which is very impressive for a quarterback in high school.
Well, here comes the Rams. Offense to start out. Rawlinson will hand this one off to the back, getting upfield, and then will be tackled right at that 35-yard line. We're going to see a little bit of the back shift today, as we're going to see a little more Phoenix Beauregard in the backfield, and he was first one for the carry here, so it'll be quick for the Rams. 2nd down and 5. Rawlinson will shift his receivers, Summers and Richardson, out a little bit. And a jump from the BR defensive line will lead to a Marshfield first down. Ben, we're going to see a little bit of the back change tonight. It has been heavily Evan Williams. He's got 21 attempts for 70 yards so far this year. But they've been switching it up, and they're going to try Phoenix in the backfield a little bit tonight.
Yeah, I mean, interesting strategy there. I mean, especially last game, Evan Williams was probably Marshall's best bet going against St. John's Prep's defense. They ran it to him a lot, but putting in Beauregard, I'm excited to see what he has for the team. Hopefully he contributes well, but I know that Williams is on the sideline ready if they need him.
100%. Evan always stays ready. Even when he was younger, he was always ready to go for this team. 1st down and 10. Rawlinson will try and air this one out to Hannigan on the screen pass, just a little bit ahead of him. And it will bring up 2nd down for the Rams. This offense isn't where you've liked it to be so far for the Rams. Not a whole lot of points scored, Ben.
Yeah, not a lot. I mean, I think it's them just trying to find their rhythm. Obviously, Ronson being the new quarterback, he's getting a little bit of a feel for the varsity change rather than being a backup. So I think it's still interesting for the Rams here, but I think they'll do all right. They just got to get their rhythm a little bit.
They go to Beauregard again on the ground here. Gain of a couple. It's going to bring 3rd and about 7 for the Rams. Yeah, Rawlinson, it's been a little bit of a struggle. He's 19 of 39. 275 yards, and as me and Jack Hughes talked about in the pre-show, 4 interceptions already, just only 3 touchdowns. The turnovers have killed the Rams. 3rd and 7. Rawlinson going to air this one out deep down the sideline. Will fall incomplete, intended for his tight end, Aiden Summers, and the Rams are going to send on the punting unit here.
So that was an okay drive there by the Rams, just trying to find their rhythm a little bit against the Bridgewater-Raynham defense. He was looking for Summers there, just a little bit over his head. Good pass, though, by Nate. He was trying to get him there just a little too far.
Now the punting unit will be on for the Rams. The punts have been so far so good. They have Cole Summers doing it. He's got 4 punts for 141 yards. He averages 35.2 yards a punt. He's going to boot this one deep. It's going to land just around that 25-yard line, up to the 30 for BR. Big return. Finally wrapped up by, that was one of the Scott brothers, and it was number 25, Ryan Alves, on the return. So BR and that Lambert offense will take over now, Ben.
Yeah, I'm excited to see, as I said, what we are starting today, Will. I'm excited to see Jack Lambert, of course, the Patriot Ledger and Enterprise All-Scholastic last season, throwing for 2,000-plus yards and 26 touchdowns. I know I've already said it, but I want to emphasize it again. That's an extremely impressive stat for him there.
Well, here's how we're going to start it out. It's Lambert in the gun. First and 10 for the Trojans, and it was a jump early. That was Jamison Daruka who jumped early on that one, the wide receiver with an early jump, and the Trojans are going to back up 5.
Second penalty of the day for the Trojans, Will. A little hot to start here, a little excited, but just slow down a little bit here.
I know they're fired up. The Trojans, this is one of the best teams that they've put together in a while, especially with Lambert at the helm. A little antsy to attack this Rams defense. First and 15. Lambert will take the snap. He'll hand it off to the back, who will try and get upfield. Good tackle there by both Casale and Leach. It was Lewis on the carry. Get a couple of that yardage back. Still will be about a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 12 as the PA corrects me.
Yeah, this game is already off to a little bit of a rough start here. I mean, last time these two teams met last season, obviously two different teams, but Marshfield won 38-28.
Lambert's going to take the snap, hand off to Lewis once again. He's going to get a good run. Will be tackled by Leach Casale there once again. Keegan Holt in there as well. Lewis will make this a 3rd and manageable. It's about a 3rd and 6 coming up for the Trojans.
Yeah, this is a good moment here for the Rams. I mean, the Trojans, they're definitely known for trolling or toying with the crowd's emotions, said Wicked Local. I mean, last game against Plymouth South, they won 21-14, and they scored all their points in the last 10 minutes of the game. So this team is definitely known for toying with the crowd.
3rd down and 6. Lambert with a play action. He's going to try and air this one deep downfield, and it's over the head of his intended receiver, Finn Kelly. And it will be a quick 3 and out for the Trojans as they punt this one away.
That's what the Rams needed right there, Will. A nice stop there to get their momentum going. That's what the Rams need this game.
It's good coverage by the Rams. Liam Riley there pretty much every step. Could have been a better ball, but I mean, still great coverage there by the Rams. And you know Lambert's a guy who, if you get him going, it's going to be tough for the Rams to keep up.
Absolutely. Lambert's an absolutely incredible athlete. It's his senior year, so he definitely wants to go out with a bang here.
BR will punt this one away. It's going to get punted at about the 30. And Hannigan with the fair catch. Excuse me, that's Summers with the fair catch. It's a good catch by Cole Summers right there. That was dangerous. A lot of players around for BR. Good job holding his nerves there to make that one.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely the number one thing you got to have here with both teams, is holding your nerves. Don't get too into yourself here. You just got to focus on what's ahead of you, and that's it. And while the defense for Bridgewater-Raynham gets on here, I want to look at Caden Blake. He's a senior, and last season he was a defensive back. He had 4 interceptions and 3 caused fumbles. He also plays wide receiver. So on either side of the ball, he is dangerous.
Yeah, a lot of pieces on this BR team. That's why the Patriot Ledger was so high on them. 9:31 in the first quarter. Rams will retake the field. Rawlinson will send Summers. That's Aiden Summers in motion. He'll take the snap. He's going to air this one out deep to the sideline. That ball is caught and would be taken upfield, finally going out of bounds. And I believe that is Cole Hannigan on the reception for a big one across the 40. First down for the Rams.
That's a good momentum shifter there for the Rams. That definitely will get their attitudes a little more better here. I mean, the Rams, they just sometimes when they start to go down, sometimes when they have an unsuccessful drive, they try to get in their heads and just get morale starts to go down, and I think the Rams just need to focus on what's ahead of them.
They're going to go quick to Hannigan again on the screen pass. Hannigan trying to get upfield. It'll get across the 30, and he will have enough for a first down. So 2 plays, 2 first downs for the Rams. They're rolling.
Yeah, as you just said, the Rams are rolling. This is really good here for the Rams. Obviously, a better start than the past 2 games. I definitely think the Rams are coming in here with some more animosity. They want to come in here and they want to win. The Rams are 0-2. It's been a while since they've started a season 0-2, so the Rams definitely want to win this game.
2 big completions for Rawlinson as well. A 1st and 10. He's going to motion Hannigan back and forth. They're going to hand it off to Hannigan. No, it's Rawlinson who keeps it himself, and he will get a decent chunk of yardage on that quarterback keeper. It's the first time we've seen Nate really run the ball this year.
Yeah, interesting play there for Rawlinson. Usually he's going to hand one off or throw one down the field. But Rollinson taking the ball there, a gain of about 5, so that's all right for the Rams there.
It's a whole other aspect to this offense you could see if Rollinson can get going with his legs. Beauregard will be the back. Rollinson in the gun. 2 receivers bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. Summers in the backfield at the tight end will be sent in motion. Rollinson will throw a quick pass to Hannigan, getting upfield. He has enough for a first down to about the 13 for the Rams, and they're in striking distance.
Yeah, that's the second time Hannigan's touched the ball here this first quarter here. Hannigan's definitely been a reliable source so far for the Rams.
Fresh set it down for the Rams, and the offense starting to roll on their second drive of the game. Rollinson has Beauregard in there in the backfield. Double tight end set for the Rams as well, but confusion with the motion. So Marshfield's going to take a timeout. 8:05 remaining in the first quarter. 0-0 ball game. We're going to take a quick break. See you back in just a second here on Marshfield Community Media.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by
Biviano General Contracting.
Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build, saving up to 25% of the cost compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations.
More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer
Back
an
here at
integrated pest
Marshfield
solution
Community
that-
Media, first down and 10. Rollinson will send a man in motion. He'll hand off to Beauregard up the middle, who's hit very quickly by that defensive line of Bridgewater-Raynham. Bring up a second down. They're going to bring in another receiver here, take out one of those tight ends. Beauregard in the backfield, so far so good, Ben.
Yeah, he's been all right so far. I think he's doing really well. They're just getting him right through the middle here. Obviously on that play right there, the defensive line read through the running play there and stuffed him there. But I think Beauregard's been all right so far in the game.
Rollinson will take the snap. He's going to drop back, step up in the pocket, throw, and that ball is picked off. Another interception by Rollinson. It was behind his intended receiver. And another turnover for the Rams in a dire time. They were in striking distance, and you hate to see that.
Yeah, that was a rough play there for Rollinson and the Rams. But that was an interesting play, though. Rollinson was looking for his receiver, and a defenseman just came right through the middle and popped it right there. So it's hard to read those kind of plays there, Will.
Yeah, also, I mean, credit where credit's due. Christian Creed made a great play on the ball. He just picks that one right out of the air. An athletic play by the junior, credited with the interception. Now BR will take over in a spot where the Rams offense was really starting to finally get going. We got Lambert in the shotgun for a 1st and 10. He will take the snap and hand this one off to Lewis, who won't get a whole lot. He'll maybe get 1 on the game. He'll bring up second down for the Trojans.
Yeah, a bit far away from the end zone here. I mean, obviously interceptions are good for team morale, but being this far away from the end zone can sometimes be a little bit of a risk here, Will.
Yeah, I mean, the first quarter interceptions have just killed Rollinson stats. I mean, for sure. He has some good plays every now and then where you see the flashes of the arm talent, but turnovers have killed the Rams so far. Second down and 9. Lambert will look to throw. Deep over the middle. That ball is caught. Bergameska's there to make the tackle, but a huge first down picked up. Daruka on the reception.
First down, Trojans.
Fresh set of downs here for the Trojans. You're hearing all the PA stuff and all the action we got going on here. 1st and 10. They'll take the snap. They're going to hand off to Lewis once again, trying to get to the outside. And he will be tackled for a short gain. It'll be second down. Rams seem to be handling the run game well so far, but seems to be the story of this team. The secondary not really honing in on the pass game just yet.
Yeah, it's definitely been the pass game. That's definitely been the weak spot for the Rams. I mean, the run game, obviously, where the Rams thrive. And I want to mention Sean Folan. He's a junior defensive lineman. Obviously, he had that 2-point conversion last week against St. John's Prep, but unfortunately, he went down later in that game with an ankle injury. And I talked to him today in study hall in the cafeteria. Shout out to him. He says he wants to be back in 1 to 2 weeks, even though the doctor says it's going to be a 3 to 4 week recovery. So that shows you how bad Folan wants to get in this game.
I mean, talk about how bad this team wants to go. Lewis immediately lit up in the backfield by that Rams defensive line. That seems to be the case with a lot of these football guys. You want to rush back as quick as possible because I believe Fullen is a senior, so he's a junior. Okay, well, still, you're in those starting years of your varsity career. You want to get as many games in as possible. So we hope a speedy recovery to Sean. For the Trojans, it will be 3rd down and about 13 on the loss. Lambert going to go empty backfield. You got 3 receivers. At the bottom of your screen, Bongelati will back off looking to throw. Lambert will have a completed pass. It will not be enough for a first down. Good coverage by the Rams. Read on the reception, and BR going to pump this one away.
Great job there by the Rams defense. They read the plays well, obviously put up the brick wall in front of the run plays there. So the Rams off to a good start here on the defense.
BR will be forced to punt once again. That Rams offense, I mean, they really got to get going. These turnovers have absolutely killed them in these games. We got 4:40 left in the first quarter. Marshfield might look like they want to go for the block. They won't get there in time. And Summers will just let this one go out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. We'll see where the officials spot it. The offense getting ready to take over after the interception. That'll be Nate's 5th interception of the year, and he's going to try and bounce back from it.
Yeah, I mean, that interception was also just a rough play there, Will. It's a hard situation that you have to read. It's risky to send a quick pass like that, but the lineman was right there just to make the quick interception there.
Rams offense take the field in just a second here. Receiving game has been not too shabby for the Rams as well. Summers is leading the receiving game with 173 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's got 8 receptions. Cole Summers also has the all-purpose yards at 232 on the kick returns. Hannigan, 123 all-purpose yards. So the receiving core, a lot better than I think people have thought, but it's just about getting them the ball. 1st and 10, Rollinson, play action, throw over the middle. That one not in time to Richardson. A flag is going to come in late. We'll see what the penalty is, but once again, just a tick off from connecting there with Luke Richardson.
Yeah, quick, intense play there, Will. The defensive line was coming right at Rollinson. He had to get rid of it quick, just a little bit past Richardson. But as you said before the drive here, is Cole Summers. He's been Marshfield's guy these past couple games. He's had a touchdown in both games. He had the only touchdown last week against St. John's Prep, so he's definitely a reliable player here for the team. Obviously, Cole Hannigan would have had the touchdown last week, but it was brought back due to a flag. So both Hannigan and Summers, great players for the Rams.
That penalty was on Marshfield. It was an illegal man downfield. Declined by BR to bring up a 2nd down and 10. Triple receiver to the right of Rollinson. One on the high other sideline. Rollinson will take the snap. He wants to throw a screen pass again to Richardson, who gets a block, gets upfield past the 45. It will be knocked out of bounds. Bring up a 3rd and short for the Rams at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, this is an interesting moment here, Will. 3rd and short. This is a good play for the Rams here. They just need to get it here. 3rd and 3, as the PA just said there.
3rd and 3. They're going to try and hand off to D'Antonio, getting to the outside, but a great hit made by the BR defensive unit. It'll bring up a 4th down for Marshfield.
Yeah, looks like the defensive lineman read that play like a book there, Will. They knew it was a 3rd and short. They didn't want to go too long. They were just going to hand it off to D'Antonio. But the defense read that one. They popped D'Antonio right there.
Number 15, Aiden
Bernard on the stop.
So neither team successful here in their drives.
Bernard's going to get the stop. It's going to be a 4th and short, and Marshfield will decide to punt this one away. Summers will be back. He'll take deep snap. Decent kick, but a chance for a return for BR. Get one block, but the Rams are there to swarm him inside the 20. Charlie Leach on the tackle, who leads the Rams in that category, and the Trojans are ready to take back over on offense.
Yeah, I mean, the last drive there for the Trojans was stopped by the Rams defense. Definitely the defense for both these teams that thrives the most here. The Marshall defense is an absolute weapon for the team. So I'm excited to see what the Trojans have against Marshall's defense here.
Here the BR band playing us out as the Trojans take the field. 1st down and 10, Lambert in the shotgun. He'll go with play action, looking to air this one out deep down the field. Open receiver. That ball is caught. Bergameska going to try and run him down, and he will eventually catch up. But that is a huge play to Caden Blake inside the 10-yard line, and the Trojans with a massive chunk play.
That was a huge play there, Will. They read the defense. They got around him there. That was a rough play there for the Rams here. The Trojans read the defense there. Great play-action play there.
They're going to go to the ground with Lewis, and he will be wrapped up. Rams are going to be on the run game once again. Cosman in on the tackle, as well as I believe we saw 56 in there for the Rams. That's Connor Scott. Bring up a second down and goal for BR.
Yeah, I think now that the Trojans are in striking distance here, Will, the Rams definitely want to put up a lot more pressure on the defense here, especially because the Trojans are just so little away here from the end zone that the run plays and quick screen plays are their best bet to get a touchdown here, but the Rams reading those plays well.
Second and goal, Lambert going to roll out to the left. It's design quarterback run, and the Rams there once again to hit him out of bounds. And whoever made the play is down for Marshfield. That's Liam Riley, who laid a big hit but is shaken up after that one. That would be a huge loss for the Rams, as Riley has been one of their better defensive backs.
Yeah, as you said, Will, Liam Riley, an absolute weapon for the Rams here. He's been great on defense. Obviously, a junior starting this year. It's a shame to see him go down like this.
So you hope Liam is going to be able to get up and be okay. Kid's tough as nails. Got to watch him really grow as a person and player. His older brother, Colin Riley, played with my brother Brady back in the day. Got to see a whole bunch of Liam. But he's still down right now, so we're going to take a break on Marshfield Community Media. We'll be back in just a minute.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting,
Road to Responsibility.
Save the date.
Number 8, Jake D'Antonio.
We are back here. That was Liam Riley who went down for the Rams, and now he is walking on his own accord over to the sideline. And Ben, we mentioned that would be a huge loss for the Rams.
Yeah, absolutely, Will. Liam Riley is an absolutely incredible player. He's tough as nails, so it's rough when you see him go down like this. But regardless here, the Trojans are up here at the 7-yard line in striking distance.
It's third down and goal for the Trojan offense. They're going to try and punch this one in and draw blood first here with 2:07 left in the first quarter. Deruga will go in motion for the Trojans. Lambert will take the snap. He's going to roll out to the right, looking for a receiver. That ball picked off. It was tipped off a receiver's head, picked off by Marshfield, and a turnover for the Rams.
That's what the Rams needed right there, Will. That's definitely an uplift in morale here for the Rams. Obviously, that huge pass from the Trojans definitely set the Rams back a little bit here. But that pick right there, that's definitely going to rise morale here on the Marshfield bench.
We're going to try and get you a number on who that was. I couldn't quite see from up here, but great play by the Marshfield defense. And now they're going to get a turnover in the red zone right when the Trojans were starting to push.
Yeah, it's been back and forth here. I mean, honestly, both drives mimicking one another here. The Trojans with that interception, now the Rams with an interception here. Both teams were in striking distance, both teams making the interception here. So interesting so far here, Will.
So it's number 28, that was Keegan Holt on the interception, we think. So we'll look more into that as we get into the half. Right now it's 1st and 10. They're going to take the snap, hand off to Beauregard, who will get upfield and get a couple of yards until he is tackled, bring up second down for the Rams.
Beauregard good for 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 coming up for the Rams. Beauregard still the back end. Rollinson still at the helm. at quarterback. He'll signal over to Richardson. Summers will go in motion from left to right. He'll take the snap, looking to throw. Richardson's wide open. He makes the catch. Richardson to the 50, to the 40, 30. Can he outrun everyone? It looks like he's got it. He does. Rollinson with a nuke to Richardson and a touchdown for Marshfield.
That was a great play there, Will, by the Rams. Rollinson put it right into the breadbasket of Richardson, and once Richardson had control of the ball, he turned on the jets, and he was gone. Richardson, one of the fastest players in this Rams team, definitely showing off the speed there, getting that huge touchdown for the Rams. The Rams are going to be on the board here, 6-0 Rams.
And that is how you bounce back if you're the Marshfield Rams and Nate Rollinson. You already have a pick. The offense hasn't looked the way you want it. And then right there, you got Richardson wide open, a one-on-one. He just burns the DB. And from there, it's so hard for them to catch Luke Richardson so fast.
Yeah, absolutely. Richardson, maybe one of the fastest players on the team.
Rams signal like they're going for two right now. We saw this last week. They will snap it. It's Bongiolotti. Flip the other way. Summers will throw the end zone. It was intended for, I believe, Bergameska. The intended receiver will be incomplete. And number 7, Kenson will break that one up. 1:12 remaining in the quarter, 6-0 lead for the Rams, though, and a huge drive for them. We were waiting for that big play all year. The Rams always have one at the beginning of the season, and finally we get it.
Yeah, usually it's just a big play that will provide a spark in the Rams offense, and I think that was the play right there, Will. Obviously, the Rams going for that two-point conversion. A little interesting there, going for that shifty two-point conversion. I mean, it was close, but an interesting play there nonetheless for the Rams.
I love to see that for the Marshfield offense. We were waiting for Richardson to have that really big play as well. He's been decent in the passing game. He's got 6 receptions for 70 yards and a touchdown. And he just inflated his stats a whole bunch on that one. He's the second most targeted player for Rollinson so far. I mean, you can see why. Burners on that kid. Find him all the way to the end zone. Rams going to get ready to kick this one back off. Trojans offense, you got to respond back. Lambert with a pick, which, again, it wasn't all on him. It was off the receiver's hands, but still, you got to bounce back if you're their offense.
Yeah, absolutely, Will. Down by 6. Not the place you want to be too much. Obviously, coming off that interception there, so the Trojans definitely want to bounce back, as you just said.
Rams are going to squib this one. It will be fielded by BR. It's a decent return. They're going to get across the 40 to about the 42, and that's where Lambert and the offense will take over.
Decent spot on the field here for the Trojans. Hopefully they can make a play happen here. Almost a minute to go here in the first quarter here.
Riley back on the field as well. So Liam Riley, after being injured, instantly right back in. We mentioned, that kid is as tough as they come. So not going to be a whole lot to keep him out of the ball game. 1:07 left in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for BR on the 42. Lambert, play action, throw over the middle. That ball just a little bit short. It was Bongiolotti on the coverage, bring up 2nd down.
Pass is incomplete, that's 2nd down.
BR still not afraid to throw the ball, Ben. They're still trying to air this one out.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Bridgewater-Raynham realizes that the Rams' defensive line is absolutely incredible when it comes to the attempt at the run game. So I think going for quick passes is the Trojans' best bet here. Going for that pass there. Obviously, Lambert threw it just a little bit low, but it was a great try there by the Trojans.
Man going to go in motion. That's Reed. They're going to hand it off to Lewis on the other side. Lewis with a bunch of space. He'll cross the 50 and be knocked out of bounds. I think he has enough for a first down. Will depend on the spot. I think they're going to give it to him, but Lewis with a big run.
That's a BR.
Yeah, big time run there. Right out the outside there on the near side here, Will. That was a great play there by Bridgewater-Raynham. Clock runs at 50 seconds here. It's first down. They're crossing the 50-yard line. They're in Ram territory here. Big spot here.
Lambert will break the huddle. It's a 2-receiver set on each side, and Lambert has Lewis the back to his left. Lambert will take the snap. He's going to drop back, throw over the middle. That ball is caught on a fadeaway. It is actually thrown to the sideline, and Reed will rail that one in. It'll be a first down for BR.
Yeah, that was a great play there. Quick little pass play there for the Trojans there. Great play there by BR, as you just said. Now they're going to line up at the 29-yard line. Dangerous field position here for the Trojans, but the clock is still running here.
Yeah, this is probably the last play of the half. We're going to see first down and 10. As BR will break the huddle down to 8 seconds, down to 7. So they got to hurry up. They want to get this play off. Lewis, the back, lined up to the left of Lambert, down to 2, down to 1, and they will not get it off in time. The Trojans are pushing down the field, but the Rams still hold the lead after 1. It's 6-0. We'll be back for second quarter action here on Marshfield Community Media.
MCM coverage of MHS sports is proudly presented by
Biviano General Contracting.
Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build, saving up to 25% of the cost compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations.
More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
Play action, look to throw over the middle, wide open receiver, breaks a tackle through Bergameska. And just like that, BR is going to answer back. Jamison Daruka, one of the captains, will find the end zone. And just like that, we got a tied ball game.
Yeah, it was a great play there, Will. Quick little pass play. And obviously, Daruka using the stiff arm there to get through the Rams defense, made his way into the end zone. It's a tie ball game, obviously going for the lead here to get the field goal. Excuse me, the PAT.
Extra point to be attempted. Missed tackles by the Rams, but a good play by Daruka and Lambert on the same page. Extra point, this will be for BR to take the lead, and it's through the uprights and good. So to start the second quarter, Trojans will lead 7-6.
Yeah, I mean, a 1-point lead, not going to make or break anything here for the Rams. I mean, interesting play going for the 2-point conversion, in my opinion. Obviously, going forward against St. John's Prep was a bit of an interesting decision due to St. John's Prep being one of the best teams in the state. But obviously, Bridgewater-Raynham here, I mean, the Rams, they've done all right with 2-point conversions, but going forward was a little bit of an interesting play, in my opinion.
Yeah, the BR offense has looked pretty good. They've driven down the field. They did have that one interception, but, you know, Lambert, just automatic, as you said, Patriot Ledger, a lot to say about him, and he's showing why right there. $11:53 left to go early in the first half. This one will be fielded by Cole Summers, who's going to try and work the close sideline here. He gets a block. Summers will be hit, but he stepped out of bounds right at the 22-yard line. So that's where Rollinson and the Rams are going to get set to take over.
Taken by number 11, Cole Hannigan, steps out of bounds around the 22-yard line. 27-yard line.
Quick heads up, PA does have the announcers wrong. He was doing what we were doing in week 1. He's got the old roster.
Yeah, no problem here, Will. It's a visiting team. It's all right to make mistakes here as Rollinson will take the field here. I'm excited to see what the Rams have here on this drive. Obviously coming off a nice drive there with that touchdown to Richardson, so I'm excited to see what the Rams got here.
First and 10 for Rollinson. He'll send Summers in motion. Take the snap. They're going to hand off to the back. Beauregard trying to get upfield. He's going to get a decent run gain. It'll bring up second down as his hat will pop off.
Yeah, experimenting with Beauregard here, Will. It's certainly working out so far here for the Rams. Beauregard is doing pretty well here in the backfield.
Aiden
Peebles on the tackle for BR. Williams and D'Antonio in the backfield as Beauregard had to come out with his helmet off. Williams getting up the middle. He'll fall forward close to a first down. and it looks like he will have enough to move the chains. And they're going to send him. So Williams comes in, 1 carry. He will pick up the first down.
Williams, stopped by number 20, Colin Pauline.
Surely this is a first down, right? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and as that play ended, well, I look over here and I see Drew Silva
First down, timeout.
limping a little bit here. The linebacker here for Bridgewater-Raynham having a little limp here, but he's still on the field.
Yeah, there should have been no timeout taken here. Yeah, there we go. We figured it out.
First down, first and 10.
Just need to get the spot right. They're going to leave Williams in the game as well. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Rawlinson. Going to send Cole Summers in motion from left to right. Rawlinson will take the snap. Pressure's going to come, and he's just going to throw this ball away. Summers will catch it and make something out of nothing. Dangerous throw by Rawlinson, but Summers able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Will bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, as you said there, Will, Rawlinson, with the pressure coming in there, had the decision to throw it to Summers. But so far here this season, those kind of plays are what lead to interceptions here for Rawlinson. With the pressure coming in, just trying to get rid of it down the field, those used to lead to interceptions here, especially against Bethune. That happened during week 1.
Rams will go 2nd and 10 from their own 37. Rawlinson will hand off to Williams, who's going to try and get upfield. He'll get a block gain of maybe about 5 for the running back. It will bring up 3rd down for the Rams, about 3rd and 6 coming up.
Yeah, an interesting moment here for the offense here, Will. It's a 3rd down and 6. Interesting moment here for the offense.
Joseph LaFleur will come off. Rams are going to throw a screen pass to Williams. A flag is down. Williams has enough for the first down. We're going to have to see what this penalty call is.
Number 2, and we have some laundry out.
Laundry on the field, as the PA announcer said. I love that. That's always a fun way to say a penalty happened.
Absolutely. Well,
Bit
I'm
of laundry.
interested to see who is against you. There's a great play for Marshall. To be a shame if they're going to get pushed back here.
Not sure what it would be. Could be an illegal man downfield, and they're going to back the Rams up, so it looks like it is against Marshfield. Let's see what the call is here.
Penalties on the Rams. That'll bring the ball back a few.
So not sure exactly what the call was there. I think it might have been an illegal man downfield. We've seen that already tonight. It'll be 3rd down and 10 now for the Rams. Rawlinson, hard count. He got them to jump. It's the 2nd time Marshall has made that happen today. It will be an encroachment on the BRT line. Now you make it a little more manageable. 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Rams.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the Trojans, they knew where they had the Rams there. They had them on 3rd and long. They got a little excited. They jumped a little too early here. Now it's going to bring up 3rd and 5 here, a little more manageable for the Rams.
Rawlinson in the gun. He's got 3 receivers bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. Summers going to go in motion. They'll take the snap, try to hand it off to Beauregard, but is there to make the play. A flag is going to come in late in the secondary, and it's a hold against the Rams. So it's going to come back once again. Marshfield can't kick it out of their own way right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Still 3rd down here, Will, so it's still a chance for Marshfield to make something happen. That's the 2nd time the Rams will be pushed back here, so the Rams just need to bounce back here off those penalties.
Penalties and turnovers have really killed the Rams this whole season. It feels like every time they get going, it's either a turnover or a penalty, something like that. And you just got to know that those are mistakes that drive Aruka insane.
Yeah, absolutely. As you mentioned that, I just think back to last week with Cole Hannigan on that huge punt return. He got brought back, unfortunately. He was in the end zone. He looked back. There was a flag on the play, and it was against Marshall, and they brought the Rams all the way back. So that was definitely a rough play there last week. So the Rams don't like penalties here.
Big 3rd and 15 coming up. Rawlinson will look to throw. He'll throw the screen to Williams, trying to get to the outside, but he is wrapped up. It's a great tackle there by Nick Rotondo. And it'll bring up a 4th and long for the Rams, and they're going to punt this one away.
The penalties are definitely what stopped the Rams there, Will. Obviously, the couple holdings there, the Rams definitely got pushed back there, so they had the momentum, but the penalties were just not in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, that went from, 1st and 10 on the screen pass to Williams to now you're back all the way up 3rd and 15. Definitely not what you want to see. If you're a Marshfield Rams fan, you want to see this offense start to pop a little bit more. They do have that big chunk play to Richardson, but other than that, not a whole lot going. This punt will be a good one. It's going to get inside the 30 and land just about at the 20, I think it's at the 27-yard line, or the 26, excuse me, is where they're going to spot it. So now it'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojan offense, coming off of a big touchdown drive.
Yeah, as you just said, Will, huge touchdown drive there for the Trojans there. So obviously looking to extend the lead here in this next drive here. 8 minutes, 47 seconds left to go here in the first half.
My dad just won the 50-50, so that's great. Love to see that. Shout out Billy Nicholson. He just won the sideline suite. Look for him down there. It's always one of us, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
The Nicholsons are everywhere. Well, it's 1st and 10 now for the Trojans. They have the lead by 1. They're going to hand off to Lewis, who has a lot of green grass. A flag will come in late, and I think this is a hold against BR and should be coming back.
Another rough penalty here, Will. It's been penalty central left and right here. Bringing back both teams. Definitely not what you want for either team.
Yeah, a bit of an ugly quarter for both teams. As you said, it's penalties all over the place. And they're stretching out these quarters. The first quarter in real time lasted about half an hour. We only got 8:42 left in this one. Might be a late night for us, but I will say, beautiful night out here in BR. The sky is beautiful. Hope you're getting a good look at that, what it looks like from MCM. So definitely not a night that I would mind being out a little bit later. Those December games, I'm telling you, Ben, they get cold.
Yeah, I bet they do. Well, it's time to bundle up when it comes time. I believe actually today is the last day of summer, so enjoy it while we can here, Will.
Absolutely.
No better way to enjoy it than some Marshfield football, you know what I'm saying?
Of course. Best way to spend your Friday night if you're a Marshfield fan. Flags are going to come in on the 1st and 15, and I think it was a false start against the Trojans, so they're going to back up even further. Aaron Lewis Jean, I think, was the O-lineman who moved first for BR. So now even further, it'll be a 1st and 25 for the Trojans, who have dug themselves a pretty deep hole.
Yeah, this is big time for the Rams here, Will. This is a great opportunity to just push back the Trojans, get the ball back here before the half ends, because the Trojans will get the ball at the start of the half. So interesting to see what happens here.
1st and 25. Lambert will break the huddle. 3 receivers set, and Lewis as the back with a tight end. They're going to take the snap, play action. Lambert will step up in the pocket, pressure coming. That ball is caught by Daruka, and he's going to get a whole bunch of that penalty yardage back. Huge play for the Trojans. It'll be a 2nd and manageable. That's Jason Daruka, excuse me.
Yeah, that was huge there for the Trojans there, Will. Nice pass play right down the sideline. Now it's 2nd and 4. This is good position here for the Trojans.
Again, the passing game killing the Rams a little bit here. You're waiting for one of those D-backs to jump one of those balls and pick it off again. They already have one on the day by Keegan Holt. Lambert, play action, will throw to the outside. That ball is off the hands of his intended receiver. Will fall incomplete. Trying to see who that was on the coverage. Can't quite get my eyes on it. It was 19, so I believe that's one of the Leary boys. That is Leon Jean Lewis. BR crowd is staying in it the entire time, too. They got a big fan section out here tonight.
He and 5 friends will be in the suite for the rest of the game.
Crazy. Billy Nicholson, man. Who else? 3rd and about 4 here for BR. Lambert looking to throw over the middle. That ball just out of reach of Jamison Bongelati, who would have picked that one off. And now we'll bring up 4th down and decisions to make for BR.
Yeah, it's big time here, Will. On 4th and 4, do you go for it, especially with time running down here in the first half? So it's a big decision to make here. I think they're going to send on the punting team here.
Thank you very much for supporting Friends of Bridgewater-Raynham Athletics.
4th down for BR, and they do bring the punting unit out with 7:34 remaining. I think that's Hannigan who's going to be returning this punt as well. They should have a decent shot at a return. This punt is going to be a little short, so maybe not. It's actually Cole Summers getting ready for the return, and it will roll out of bounds right at about the 34-yard line, and the Rams offense will get ready to take over. And they need to, not commit any more penalties and really get this offense going, Ben.
Yeah, absolutely will. It's definitely the momentum that needs to get on the Rams side here. Obviously, those penalties could have lost a little bit of morale in the team there, but the Rams just need to focus on what's at task, and what's at task is gaining the lead here. Down by 1, 7:25 to go until halftime. So I'm definitely interested to see what the Rams are going to bring to the table here.
Going to take a quick look right now at the fan section that they've been talking about. Shout out to Aiden Kielty on the camera. There's Will Nicholson and his 5 friends. So shout out to BR for making that happen. That's always fun. Little fan cam sideline. It's 1st down and 10, though, for the Rams. Rollinson will hand this one off to Beauregard, who makes 1 cut. Will bounce off a couple of tackles as he crosses the 40. It's a gain of about 8 for the running back for Marshfield. Bring up 2nd down.
It's Beauregard again here. Will obviously went out a couple drives ago with his helmet popping up, but that's just required. But Beauregard, testing him tonight, has definitely been good here for the Rams.
2nd down and 8. They wanted to get the D-line of BR to jump. They did not. So we're under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Marshfield down by a point. Rollinson will take the snap. He'll hand it off to Beauregard once again, who's going to bounce to the outside. He'll have enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 45 to the 46.
Nice couple plays there for the Rams backfield. Definitely strong there. Beauregard making his way through the defensive line. Rollinson's been focusing quite well here in the game.
Rollinson will go under center quick. Marshfield wants to go fast. Beauregard still in the backfield. They'll take the snap. It's play action, and Rollinson tripped over his own feet, and that will be a big loss for the Rams all the way back to the 38, but a flag will come in late, and just like that, it looks like BR has already thrown away the advantage they were about to get.
Yeah, that was Colin Pauline there. Rollinson obviously slipped up there. His knee touched the ground there, so the refs are going to pull him back. Then Pauline unnecessarily bumped right there into Rollinson, so that's going to draw the flag there. Rollinson was looking for the flag. He got one. That's a nice call there by the refs. Definitely don't want anything like that sliding here tonight.
And they go unnecessary roughness, dead ball foul on BR. Just like that, another mental mistake happening from both of these teams. 2 of them by each team in one play. Rollinson unable to hand the fake play action properly, and that's a mental mistake for Marshall, then instantly given right back by BR. Now will be 2nd and 5 coming up for the Rams. Rollinson under center once again. Summers will go in motion. They'll take the snap, hand off to Beauregard, who's going to fight forward. Just be a yard short of the 1st down. Trojans to get to the backfield very quickly there, so kudos to Beauregard for even getting any positive yardage.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Beauregard definitely throughout this drive here. He's touched the ball 3 times here. He's got 2 first downs, so this is definitely his drive here, Will.
3rd and 1. Marshfield offense wants to keep the drive going. Rollinson will roll out to the left. Pressure coming, but he'll throw to a wide open Aiden Summers, who breaks tackles. Summers breaks another one all the way down to the 20-yard line. And the big tight end will have himself a big gain for the Rams.
Yeah, that was a great play there. Aiden Summers using his power to his advantage there, breaking those tackles. Now at the 20-yard line, this is great distance here for the Rams.
Marshall will keep the foot on the gas. It's a snap that Rollinson wasn't ready for, and he's going to fall down. So another 1 step forward, 2 steps back for the Rams.
Yeah, I think the Rams were rushing that play a little bit there, Will. They had the momentum there. They were excited. They jumped the gun there. I don't think Rollinson was ready for the snap, so a little bit of a bobbled snap there. Rams still have possession, though. It's 2nd and 10. The clock's ticking at 5:19.
Yeah, they're going to back this one up now. It's 2nd and way longer for the Rams, but 2nd and 20. Rollinson will go under center once again. It's a new part we've seen to this Rams offense. It's usually all shotgun. Summers will be sent in motion. Rollinson will hand this one off to Beauregard, who will make a cut, but a whole bunch of BR defenders will be there. It's a short gain for the running back and bring up 3rd down and long for the Rams.
Yeah, it's a tough moment here, Will, with Rollinson and the Rams offense here. It's definitely a moment that you might want to pass it down the field, maybe to Richardson. Just get it down the field, get that 1st down, the PA guy down below us. He's fired up here on 3rd down for the Trojans.
Yeah, he's keeping this whole crowd into it, too. Shout out to him. He's keeping everyone fired up here on the BR side. 3rd down, and they mark it as 23 for the Rams. So just a 2-yard run from Phoenix Beauregard. Richardson confused where he has to be. Now he'll move to the top of your screen, and Marshfield is going to have to burn a timeout to not get the delayed game. 4:16 remain. Rams trail by 1 in the second quarter. We're going to take a quick break and be right back here on Marshfield Community Media. Don't go anywhere.
MCM coverage of MHS sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting.
Road to Responsibility.
We're back here on Marshfield Community Media. It's a 3rd and 23 for the Rams offense. Cole Summers will go in motion. Rollinson in the gun. He'll look to throw. He's got time. He's going to air this one deep. Richardson, what a catch! Luke Richardson, how did he go up and get that ball? It won't be enough for a first down as a flag is going to be thrown late, but what a catch by Luke Richardson.
Yeah, it was a great play there. Richardson jumped right up and grabbed it, keeping his toes in bounds. With a flag down, so I'm interested to see what the call is here. If this one gets brought back, that's definitely not the best play there for the Rams.
It was thrown after the play, so it's probably an unsportsmanlike conduct. We'll see who it's against. I know Richardson and whoever the D-back was there was jawing at each other a little bit. So it's an unsportsmanlike conduct on Luke Richardson after the big play. We'll go back from the spot of the foul. Once again, Marshfield, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse at this point. 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Yeah, that's not the kind of penalty you want to have. Richardson might have been talking just a little bit of trash after that play there. It was a great catch from Richardson. Maybe he got a little too full of himself there.
Coach Aruka is not happy either. I think you can see this on the MCM broadcast. He is fired up. I'm not sure if he's mad at Luke or the ref or whatever, but he is for sure not happy. That we know. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter in BR. They're starting to feel it here on a Friday night as the sun is starting to set in the beautiful South Shore, Massachusetts. 4th and 23. Rollinson got someone to jump, and that will be a penalty that will go against BR. So many flags being thrown today, Ben.
Yeah, it's been a flagful game, if you will, here, Will. Another false start here for the defense. Rollinson throwing off the defensive line, causing that false start there. Great play there by the Rams.
No foul on the play. 4th down.
No.
Huh.
Taken back here by the refs, so no foul called here. Now it's still 4th and 23.
That's interesting. They threw the flag and they picked it up. I haven't seen that in a while, so interesting call there, but it will be 4th down and 23. Marshfield will keep their offense in. Rollinson will take the snap. He'll drop back, step up in the pocket. Nate's going to try and do it himself. He has room. Can Rollinson get enough? He's inside the 5. Does he have enough for the first down? He does. So Nate Rollinson with a huge run will put the Rams in scoring territory.
Yeah, Rollinson had the pressure all around him. He had a hole right there in the offensive line. He went right through. He had wide open field range. He got right there for that first down. Great play there by Rollinson.
Marshall will go quick. Rollinson will keep it on his feet again to the goal line. Touchdown, Marshfield. Nate Rollinson, the junior quarterback, doing it himself. He will use his feet to get into the end zone, and Marshfield will regain the lead.
Rollinson right there through the gap. Great play there by the Rams. They lead 12-7. 3 minutes to go here until halftime.
What a play by the junior right there. I mean, he's been criticized for not being able to get it done with his arms, so this time he just gets it done with his legs. Quick timeout will be taken. Trojans going to take it real quick. We're going to keep you here, so that'll be Rollinson's 4th touchdown of the year. It's his 5th pick as well that he threw earlier in this game, and it feels like it's still 50-50 with this kid. He'll have an insane play like that, but if he can cut out the turnovers, man, I think Marshfield might have a guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Rollinson showing off his skill there with his feet. 2 great plays there with Rollinson rushing through. So the Rams here, not sure if they're going to go for 2 or not here. If you're asking me, it'd be safe just to go for the PAT, but you never know. The Rams are unpredictable.
12-7 your score right now. You never know with the Aruka called offense whether they're going to kick the extra point and go for 2. They still are down Nick Christopoulos for now, who was their starting kicker all of last year. Injured right now, so they haven't used him. But as of right now, looks like they're going to go for 2 again. They're going to go in this trick formation that we've seen a couple of times. I think that's Amaral, Keenan, and Nicholson all on the left side who are going to lead Summers if they go that way. It's Bongelotti's going to hand it off, and now will keep it himself the other way is Summers, but unable to just get anywhere. And another failed 2-point conversion with the Rams. It will be 12-7 your score.
Yeah, 2 interesting 2-point conversions there, Will. Summers was trying to keep it there for himself and get through the defense there, but obviously he was brought down, and a rough play there for the Rams. Interesting, though, to say the least.
I mean, you'll take the touchdown for the Rams. It was incredible. Like a 4th and 23. Rollinson's going to use his legs to not only get the first down, the next play it's a QB read. He's going to get in the end zone. And Marshfield, I mean, they're finding a way to really get these drives and these scores in because BR, they're not making it easy either. I mean, BR did everything right. They were just unable to tackle him at the last second.
Yeah, absolutely here. Marshfield definitely having a lot more momentum than they've had in their past 2 games here, leading 12-7. So with 3 minutes to go here until halftime, the Rams are rolling here, if you will.
I can tell you personally, this is the best the BR team has looked in a while from what I've seen. It's going to be Khalil O'Brien for the Rams, who's going to get ready to kick this one off with 2:54 left in the second quarter. He's going to send this one deep, and it will be fielded by BR. A whole bunch of room for a return, but tripped up. What a play made by the Rams. A huge one, too. Almost had a whole bunch of green grass there. That was number 19, Leon Jean Lewis on the tackle.
26-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 26.
1st and 10 will come up. Lambert in the offense getting ready. Ben, what are you looking for the BR offense to do to answer back with the Rams?
Well, I think the BR offense obviously needs to watch the penalties here. Well, that's definitely been something that's been dragging this team down so far in this game. But I think the offense just need to focus on getting around the Marshfield defense, finding a pocket to get through, and just overall getting down the field. Because the Rams defense, especially when it comes to the run game, they're absolutely lethal, Will.
Yeah, the Rams have been good in the run game so far. They haven't let up a whole bunch of yardage that way. I mean, Lewis has had a couple here and there, but it's really just been through the air where the Rams have struggled, which is interesting because this secondary last year was so good. And you still got Bergameska, you got Leon Riley, you got a whole bunch of people back there who make plays. Ryan Medeiros, who has made some plays, and gotten interceptions as well. So it's interesting to see their secondary hasn't been exactly where you would expect. So 1st down and 10 for the Trojans. Lambert will be in the gun as the BR crowd will cheer him on. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off to Lewis up the middle. He'll fall forward for a couple to about the 30. It'll be 2nd down coming up for BR as we're getting just about to the 2-minute mark at 2:35 right now.
Yeah, it was a great play there by the Rams defense. They read the run like a book there. He was able to bring down the runner there. So the Rams so far with the defense, they're doing well here. They read the run game really well. It's the pass game where the Rams tend to let off a little bit.
2nd down and 6 for the Trojans. Lambert will take the snap. He'll hand it off to Lewis up the middle once again, and the Rams D-line will stuff him. Only a gain of about 1. That was the junior under him back at Lewis once again. So 3rd down and 4 coming up. So they're going to give him about a gain of 2 with Cosman on the tackle.
Yeah, 3rd and 4 here. It's a great opportunity here for the Rams. Maybe even a chance to get the ball back. Obviously, 2 minutes to go. If they stop the Trojans here, they might have a quick chance to get the ball back. And that might be good for the Rams here because the Trojans will get the ball at the start of the next half.
3rd down and 4 for the Trojan offense. We're going to bring in a jumbo set. That's number 62 going in motion for BR. Lambert will take the snap. They're going to hand off to the outside to Lewis, but the Rams will meet him right there at the line of scrimmage. Charlie Leach, one of the tacklers in there for the Rams. And 4th down will come up. Marshfield will take a timeout as well to save 1:25 on the clock for them to put another drive together.
Yeah, definitely good opportunity here for the Rams to extend their lead. Obviously, as I said before, the Trojans will get the ball at the start of the next half. So the Rams putting up some more points here. Hopefully by the end of the half will be good for them.
1:25 remain as this Marshfield unit's going to get ready to get the ball back. So 4th and 5, so a loss of yardage on that handoff by Lewis, who has had some good gains here and there, but that Marshfield D line has also had his number. It's been a heavyweight boxing match between those two Titans, the running game of BR and the D line of Marshfield. 12-7 your score right now. It's been an odd one today, Ben. There's been a lot of penalties. This game has taken a lot of time. It was a 6 o'clock kickoff. First half has lasted about an hour with still 1:25 to go. And, I mean, this is stuff that you start to see early in the season, right? You see these mental mistakes where you're excited to go and play, and sometimes you jump off sides. A whole bunch of stuff will happen.
Yeah, the penalties have been dragging down both of these teams here, and they've definitely been expanding the game here.
Ooh, offense going to stay on the field.
Trojans,
Here we go. So,
4th down.
Trojans are going to keep the offense on the field on a 4th down and 5. They're going to try and get someone to jump. I don't know if they're going to snap this one or not. Might have just been a try to get Marshfield to jump off sides, which they have not done. And that was exactly their game plan. Bring the offense out there, see if you can get the Rams to jump. They will not. We're going to have a timeout again. And Marshfield will probably be set to return the punt. We want you to stick with us through halftime here on Marshfield Community Media. We filmed a pregame show earlier this week with both myself and Jack Hughes, which we didn't have time to run it earlier. So at halftime, we're going to run that little pregame show for you if you're just joining us. And then right after the pregame show, we have a halftime show coming up. It's going to be Jack Hughes, Ben Wilson. And if we can find a third mic, I will join them as well. But that is what it's going to look like here. So stay tuned for that. Don't go anywhere at halftime. We got Rams football coming to you the entire way. And Ben, boy, we got a lot to talk about this Rams team today.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about here. This is definitely the game of the Rams. They're starting to find their momentum here, Will. I'm excited to talk about it with Jack. I'm excited to see him. I haven't seen him in a bit. Minute 25 here to go.
Rams sideline, right? He's hanging out down there. Well, now BR will punt this one away. Marshall going to get a chance to. Oh, that one was almost blocked. As I said, they're almost going to get a chance to get another drive as Summers will field a fair catch. Hannigan, will field the fair. Or is it Summers? I can't see. They got to wear, one of them has to wear like a green sleeve or something so you can figure out who's who. But with 1:18 left, Marshall's going to try and put together another drive, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, 1:18 left on the clock here, Will. This is definitely an all right amount of time. I wouldn't say it's the best amount of time for the Rams. Definitely no pressure. They still lead, but it would be nice for the Rams to extend their lead here, put the pressure on the Trojans here, and the Trojans will get the ball at the start of the half. So if the Rams lead by a little more than 2 here,
you'd love to see another touchdown for Marshfield, too, just for the confidence. I mean, you have the momentum right now. Your defense gets a stop. Nate Rollinson pulls off an impossible 4th and 23 first down conversion. Here we go. 1st and 10, Rollinson. He'll take the snap. He's going to hand this one off to Beauregard, who makes a great cut upfield. And he'll have enough for a first down as he crosses the 50. The senior running back will pick up a first, and that will stop the clock at 1:12.
Yeah, it was a great play there by Beauregard. Definitely showing off his skill here. We haven't seen Beauregard play this year, so I'm excited to see what he's got. He's doing really well so far.
First down. That ball will be caught on the sideline by Richardson. Good ball by Rollinson there. And Richardson will fall out of bounds. He'll stop the clock. 2nd and 1 coming up, so a 9-yard completion by Luke Richardson. 1 minute exactly on the clock, and Rams are into Trojan territory. Rollinson will be in the shotgun. He's got the back lined up behind him. I believe that's Evan Williams who came in. No, it's still Beauregard who play action. It was intended for Luke Richardson. will fall incomplete and bring up a 3rd down and 1 for the Rams.
Number 15, Peyton Barnard.
Yeah, a minute left here, Will. Definitely pressure high here for the Rams. Obviously no pressure to score here. Rams still lead by 5. But the Rams definitely want to extend their lead here before the half.
3rd down and 1. They want to sneak it with Rawlinson. Penalty flag will be thrown. And it's an illegal shift against the Rams. So again, another penalty that will back them up. It's going to make this a 3rd and 6 now coming up for the Rams on a 5-yard penalty. Still doable, but Ben, once again, another Marshfield penalty.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening here today, Will. It's penalties left and right for both teams here. That one's going to bring the Rams back 5 yards. I mean, it's a really interesting scenario here with all these penalties. I mean, the Rams aren't going to let it get past them here. So they're going to set up for 3rd and 6.
The officials spot this one right. I mean, this has been kind of ridiculous tonight at this point. We've had penalties all across the field. This isn't the first time we've had an issue where the officials just have to huddle up and discuss what the issue is.
I think the officials have just been having a little bit of confusion here today, Will. Not agreeing on all the calls that they're providing here, especially with that false start that was just completely forgotten about. Flag was thrown.
So finally we can play some football here after the Zebras touched the ball, I guess was what we have there. Rawlinson will get under center. He'll take the snap. They're going to hand it off to Beauregard. Not a whole lot of room for him to get upfield. He'll cross the 45, but it will still be a 4th down for the Rams.
Interesting play there, Will. I'm surprised that they went for the run to Beauregard there. I mean, Beauregard's been a great player here today, but on 3rd and long, you would averagely want to maybe hit a quick pass to Richardson or Summers.
They're trying to get someone to jump on BR. Not going to happen. I think this will probably just wind down the half here. Yeah, Marshfield not going to call a play. Down to 5 seconds, and that will do it for first half action here on Marshfield Community Media. Rams lead 12-7, but BR has put together some good drives. We'll see if the Rams can hold on. We're going to take a quick break and be back with the halftime show in just a sec. We'll see you guys in a minute.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting.
Road to Responsibility.
Welcome everybody to the Marshfield Rams pregame show against the Bridgewater-Raynham Trojans. I am Jack Hughes, joined by Will Nicholson. And let's dive right in. Will, what does the offense need to do to win this game?
Well, I think one of the big things we've seen the offense lack is obviously scoring touchdowns, but avoiding the turnovers, I think, has been a huge problem for them. Obviously, Nate, he's thrown a couple of picks at inopportune times. At the end of the Methuen game, he had a really bad one. And then a couple of ones that were thrown as double coverage versus St. John's Prep. So really, they just got to cut down the turnovers. That's the biggest thing right now. They'll put together good drives, and they'll show really good flashes of what this offense can look like. And then they'll have a silly turnover where a handoff to Evan Williams doesn't get converted. So really, I think they just have to look to cut down those turnovers. But, I mean, Jack, the offense has looked really good other than that.
The offense has been a tale of two Coles. Cole Summers, the senior, having 232 all-purpose yards, and Cole Hannigan not far right behind him, number 10, by the way, with around 130. Luke Richardson, bunch of all-purpose yards too. And Evan Williams, I think he'll get going today.
Yeah,
He's just been right under 100 yards, but I feel a big game from Evan today.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the Rams, you can see they've tried to establish the run game. Even versus St. John's Prep, they like to go to the ground a little bit. But yeah, they've been mixing it up a little bit, especially in that backfield where you've seen Evan Williams get going. You've seen Jake D'Antonio. They're trying to find a guy. I even hear that today or Friday, we might see a little bit of Phoenix Beauregard in the backfield, who's been taking some reps at running back. So there's a couple of different looks that the Rams can get, but that running attack, I agree with you. I think it really needs to get going versus Bridgewater-Raynham.
You know who is going, though? the defense.
Absolutely.
How do you think the defense will perform today?
I think they'll look really, really good. I mean, even versus St. John's Prep, it was a different look that we've seen throughout the years they played St. John's Prep. It wasn't just they're airing it down the field. They're bombing Marshfield for like 500 yards and, no one can tackle their running back. They gave that offense of the Eagles a really good look every single time down the field. And I know they lost by a good amount of points, but I don't think that tells the story. The defense really made them work to score. I mean, you got guys like Sean Folan, you got Cosman, you got all those defensive backs. Bongelati has looked good. Ryan Medeiros has a couple of picks. I mean, there's so many people you can talk about on this defense. Even Charlie Leach, the senior captain. There's so many pieces. They have been rolling. I expect them to continue all of that momentum going forward into BR.
Of course. Charlie Leach, everyone has their eyes on. 32 tackles leading the team in 2 games. Not far behind him, Keegan Holt Jr. He's looking great out there. Flying to the ball. Not to mention the DBs, as you said, Jamison Bongelati with 1 pick in the Methuen game, I believe. Same with Ryan Medeiros. Now, let's talk about this special teams unit. We did almost see a touchdown by Cole Hannigan, if you remember, but the ref threw the flag. Do you think the special teams is going to play a key role in this game?
Absolutely. I think that's been a really strong point of Marshfield, even dating back to last year where you had Beauregard come in and block some punts for a touchdown. Obviously, back then you had brilliant returning punts and kickoffs and stuff like that, along with Charlie Carroll. And I think you're starting to see that mentality carry over to this year. In Methuen, I think it was Keegan Holt, actually, who had a blocked punt early in that game. And as you said, Hannigan comes in. He has that huge kickoff return that gets called back due to a hold. But again, it's the special teams unit that can totally make a difference for this team. It's something that I know Aruka is very locked into, as special teams is kind of an underrated part of the game, an underrated facet. So special teams has been balling out, and I think we will see that continue. Maybe even a special teams touchdown this week. Who knows?
Yeah, special teams is going to be interesting to watch. They named Alex Herbert, defensive end number 97, their starting kicker. So that's going to be interesting because he has those England roots. He's, he's across the pond. Finally, what do we think for score predictions?
Score predictions, I think the Rams are going to take this one home. This for me, this should be the first real Rams win. As you play these D1 schools to start off the year. Methuen, they had a chance to win. In Methuen, they only lost by a touchdown. In St. John's Prep, we kind of just chalk up to a loss every year and just hope that they look good. But when we get into these Patriot League games, the Rams are prepared. They've played all these high-tier schools, and now they go into teams that they're familiar with, who they're on the same skill level with, and they've just been battle-tested. I think the Rams are going to win by 20+. That's my prediction.
Wow, 20+. That is bold. Now, the BR Trojans, they are 1-1, I believe. We are 0-2. I believe we are hungrier. I believe we will come out with the win. Final score, I'm going to give it 35-14. We're going to have to pull our starters in the 3rd quarter.
I love that. Hey, before we get out of here, I want to talk a little bit about the quarterback battle that's been going on. It's something that Ben Wilson alluded to a little bit. It is going to be Rawlinson this Friday night, and I think it should stick with Rawlinson probably the rest of the way. We'll see how that looks, especially into the Patriot League. I think he starts to buff those stats a little bit and solidify his job. But what has kind of been your opinion on this little QB battle throughout the season?
Yeah, no, I do believe Rawlinson will. He's obviously going to start tonight. I believe he will ball out with multiple touchdowns through the air. But Cash Coleman, he's been balling out in the JV games.
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if they gave him the 4th quarter just to see what he can do.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out Gingers out there. But I believe Cash has the skill set to start one game this year in case Nate ever goes down. God forbid.
I mean, it's good to have those guys 1-2 punch. There's been talks in Rawlinson and the interceptions, they look bad, and the offense doesn't always look like it's getting going. But also, Nate has had some crazy flashes where you see the vision with this offense. I mean, that Cole Summers touchdown in the 1st quarter versus St. John's Prep, that was huge. That was a great throw. He's had great flashes. Even Methuen, his 2 touchdown passes, he has that bomb once again to Cole Summers, who takes it to the house, but also he has the fade ball, the jump ball to Luke Richardson. So he definitely has the talent to get these things done. I think Ben Wilson definitely has his opinion. He wants to go with the younger guy, but I 100%, I see the vision with Nate, and I want them to stick with him throughout the rest of the year.
Of course. Nate will succeed this year, and I'll bet my bottom dollar on that. I believe this wraps us up. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Jack Hughes. This is Will Nicholson, and enjoy the game.
Go Rams.
Hello and welcome to the Marshfield Rams BR Trojans MCM halftime show. I am Jack Hughes, joined by Ben Wilson. All right, let's dive into it. Ben, it's been a chippy game out there. Offense looking good, 12-7. What does the offense need to do in the second half to really pour it on?
I think the offense just needs to stay where they are, Jack. Honestly, they've been doing really well. Obviously, that interception to start the game was a minor setback, but they've definitely bounced back from that. I think the Rams just need to stay where they are. They just need to focus on getting the ball down the field. Obviously, as you said, tensions are definitely high. It's getting chippy. Penalties have been being thrown left and right. It's been pushing back both teams. So I think both teams just need to calm down a little bit, just relax, and just make sure they're staying in the pocket and focusing on what's going on.
I agree. Now, we've seen Nate Rawlinson out there looking really good. I mean, if I were to compare him to an NFL quarterback, I'd compare him to maybe Baker Mayfield. Who would you say?
Baker Mayfield's a great choice there, Jack. I mean, I would say maybe a Bryce Young-esque sort of look to him there. He's been playing really well today. Obviously, I would say it's his best game thus far in the season. He's been having a rough couple of weeks here, but I think he's really starting to hit his stride here.
I think we're really seeing the Marshfield offense show through. Now, we've talked about the offense. Let's talk about the defense. Let's talk about Charlie the Land Shark Leach. He has been hammering guys left and right. Who's a standout player for defense that you've seen?
I would definitely say Charlie Leach is one, Jack. You've absolutely hit the nail right on the head there. Charlie Leach is an absolute weapon for the defense here. I would also like to mention Andrew Cosman. He's a great player for the Rams. He's been making some great tackles here on the run game, especially Bridgewater-Raynham, having a hard time with the run game, trying to get around the Rams defense there. They've been putting up a brick wall, if you will, against that run game.
Of course. One more standout talent, Luke Richardson. Had that 67-yard touchdown, something like that. I'm not sure. But any more standout players on the offense?
Yeah, Luke Richardson is definitely one, as you said there. I would also like to mention Phoenix Beauregard.
Oh, yeah, he's back. He's back and better than ever.
Starting today here for the first time this season, he's been absolutely lethal today in the run game, getting some great yardage down the field here for the Rams. Obviously, Evan Williams was a great player these past couple of weeks, but Phoenix Beauregard definitely showing out here for the Rams.
Phoenix Beauregard, welcome to the Marshfield Rams offense. Now, before we go, final score predictions. What do you think?
Well, I think the Rams are going to collect their first win of the season here, Jack. I think they're rallying here. So I'm going to go with a simple 21-10 here.
21-10. All right. Maybe one more touchdown. I personally think they're going to pour it on in the second half. Now, I am hoping for 26-7 final score, Marshfield on top.
Yeah, that's a great prediction there, Jack. I definitely agree with you. Marshfield's going to come out on top here tonight.
All right, that's all we have for today. Thank you for joining us on the Marshfield Rams Bridgewater Trojans MCM halftime show. Back to the desk.
Dropping a 50, 40, he's got 2 men to beat, no one's going to catch.
Pick it up, and it is score!
Victory.
Got it!
With the shot, lights out, good night, goodbye, and that's it! Marshfield wins!
It's a great serve.
Another one drop! And the Rams drop one first here in the Super Bowl!
Nice.
Kick on the field, and it is scored! It is scored!
MCM coverage of MHS sports is proudly presented by
Biviano General Contracting.
Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build, saving up to 25% of the cost compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations.
More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
People in the community tell us all the time, Marshfield Community Media is a hidden gem. While we love hearing that we're a gem, we don't love hearing that we're hidden. So let's talk about what we can offer you and this wonderful community. One of the biggest things we offer is training. We can train you on various forms of media such as camera work, podcasting, editing, and so much more. The only thing we require is that you're a member of our studio, which for Marshfield residents is just $30 a year. And with that membership, you not only get access to training, but our entire arsenal of state-of-the-art equipment. We'll help you create the content you've been dreaming about. In addition to this, we also offer production services. Do you have a small business and want to film some promotions for your website or social media? We've got you covered. We've worked with businesses all over the South Shore to produce high-quality promotional material at an affordable rate. You probably already know this, but in case you don't, we provide high-quality coverage of important community events. This includes MHS varsity sports, municipal government meetings, important local news, and many other special community events and ceremonies. So if you'd like to know more about us, you can check out our website at marshfieldcommunitymedia.com or give us a call at 781-837-4384. Thank you.
MCM coverage of MHS sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Biviano General Contracting, Road to Responsibility.
Over the past 15 years, MCM has supported the Marshfield community through its mission in connecting the community. As successful as MCM has been, there is a significant challenge facing MCM that will dramatically impact the Marshfield community. Just like almost all community media centers, over 90% of MCM's funding comes from Comcast and Verizon's cable.
Yeah, Rams are going to kick this one off to the Trojans. Start the second half. It's going to be returned all the way across the 30 to about the 31 or 32, and that's where the Trojans offense will get ready to take over in the second half. I'm Will Nicholson alongside Ben Wilson. Ben, you did the halftime report with Jack. You guys are locked in for the game. Obviously, Marshfield, you want a little bit more offense, but the defense, you really need them to hold on here.
Yeah, the defense, I mean, obviously, defense is key here for both teams here, Will. The Rams defense so far has been doing well. Charlie Leach, especially, and also Andrew Cosman, both great players here for Marshfield's defense. They've been making great plays here for the Rams. So the Rams are rallying both defensively and offensively. So I'm excited to see what they have here.
It's a first down and 10 to open up the second half for the Trojans. Lambert will hand this one off to Lewis to the outside, who gets a good block. Lewis to the 45 and will fall out of bounds close to the 50-yard line. Quite a way to start for the running back for a BR. It'll be a first down.
As I say, the Rams defense is doing so well. A little play slipped past them there. A little bit of a rocky start to the first or second half here for the Rams.
Leon Jean Lewis on the tackle for the Marshfield sideline, but Lewis finally starting to get it going with his legs. He's been close to breaking a couple loose, and he gets a big gain on that one. First down and 10 for the Trojans. Lambert in the gun. He's got Lewis in the backfield once again. They're going to pitch it to the motion man, trying to get to the outside, but good tackle made out there by Ryan Bergameska. Reed on the carry. I think he might have lost one or got back to the line of scrimmage. Either way, second down for the Trojans.
Yeah, Will, and as I'm looking at my notes here, I realized that maybe I've forgotten to mention this. I have said before that the Trojans are known for toying with their crowd, so obviously they're going to toy with Marshall here. But last game, they beat Plymouth South 21-14, and they scored all of those points in the last 10 minutes of the game.
Wow.
So the Trojans definitely known for toying with the crowd's reactions.
Yeah, I mean, scored a lot of points towards the end. That's something the Rams got to look out for. Second and 10, Lambert will look to throw. Wide open receiver down the sideline. Make a cut to the 10. They're going to try and catch him. They will not. It's a touchdown for BR. Number 2, Finn Kelly will find the end zone. And just like that, the Trojans will regain the lead.
Yeah, as I was just saying, Will, the Trojans are known for toying with their enemies, scoring points in the last 10 minutes of their game last week. 10 and a half minutes to go here. It's putting up points right here, Will.
Yeah, that was tough. I mean, once again, the secondary for the Rams, just a bit of a miscommunication. I mean, Kelly was wide open down that sideline. No one was even near him. And they can't make the tackle in the open field either. He finds the end zone. Extra point will be through the uprights and good. So it's a 2-point lead, 14-12 for the Trojans. And Marshfield, wow, if you ever needed an offensive drive, you needed to answer this momentum that BR has picked up.
Yeah, absolutely here. Rawlinson's been playing a great game so far. Only one minor setback with that interception to start the game. But I think the Rams are going to rally here. Only down by 2. They got time to make something happen. I'm ready to see what the Rams have here.
They're going to be set to return this one. Both of the Coles in the wide receiver core, Summers and Hannigan, will be back at around the 5-yard line to field this kickoff. And the Marshfield offense, we've got to see if they can get a spark going here. We also thank you for joining us here on Marshfield Community Media. If you couldn't make it out to tonight's game, I appreciate you hanging out with us. Make sure you subscribe to Marshfield Community Media as they do a ton of cool stuff for the town of Marshfield. Kickoff will go deep. Hannigan will be the one to field it. And he'll get to the outside. Hannigan has a return already this year that was called back. He's going to bounce off of tackles crossing the 45 to the 46. And it will be first down and 10. A good return and good field position for the Rams.
Yeah, absolutely. This is what the Rams need here. Well, I've said it before, I'll say it again. The Rams need good field position. They have it here. Rawlinson's going to come on the field here. I think this is a great position here for the Rams. Cole Hannigan, absolutely lethal on the punt returns, as you said last week against St. John's Prep. Had that punt return brought back there for that penalty there. But Hannigan, I talked to him the other day in history. He said he wants another punt return. He wants revenge at that one.
I mean, he's racking up those all-purpose yards for sure. It'll be first and 10. Defense chance will come from the BR crowd. Rawlinson in the gun. He's got Beauregard lined up behind him in the backfield. Take the snap. They're going to hand off. No, it's Rawlinson who will keep it himself. Unable to get anything there. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a second down and 10 for the Rams.
Rawlinson already has a touchdown using his legs there. Well, he's going for it again. Trojans defense is reading that play, though.
Drew Sylvia on the stop for BR. It'll be second and 10. Now for the Rams, Summers will go in motion from left to right as a flag will come in, and I can't imagine what that's on.
A little bit of movement by the Rams that'll bring it back 5 yards.
It's a false start. I didn't see anyone jump there. I just saw the motion.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened there, Will. I mean, this game's been having flags being thrown left and right there, so
it has
it's
been
hard
the story.
at this point to see what penalties are coming up here.
It'll be a second down and 15 now for the Marshfield offense. Rawlinson with 2 backs with him. Now he'll send Summers in motion once again. Rawlinson will take the snap, hand off to Beauregard, who's got a burst to the outside, and he'll get the penalty yardage back and a little bit more. It'll be a third down coming up for the Marshfield Rams offense.
Beauregard, he's been absolutely lethal this game here, Will. He's been impressive in the backfield. So we talked about him on the halftime show. He's definitely contributed well to the Rams offense here. Beauregard, great player here for the Rams.
3rd and 8 coming up for the Marshfield offense. They would love to convert here. Cole Summers going to go in motion. Rawlinson will keep it himself on a QB keeper. He'll fight forward and just get enough for the first down. The junior quarterback will use his legs once again to move the sticks. And Marshfield finally getting some momentum going back on offense.
Yeah, Rawlinson using his legs there. He has a touchdown already. I've said it already, but I'm going to say it again. He had that touchdown. Using the legs here, Rawlinson's a great player with his legs.
They're going to go play action now. Rawlinson looking for a deep ball. It's over the head of Cole Summers. Will fall incomplete. Bring up second down for the Rams. Another shot play attempted by Rawlinson in the offense.
Yeah, a little bit of a risky play there for Rawlinson to throw it down to Summers there. He had 2 defenders right on top of him. I mean, Summers had a little bit of room there, but Rawlinson just threw it a little too far over the hands of Summers.
It'll be a second down and 10 for Marshfield now. Rawlinson will send Cole Summers in motion. And another false start going to be called.
Moving by the offense. Move it back. And it'll be second down.
That's the second time in this drive that has happened where they try and send someone in motion, a false start or an illegal shift, whatever it is, happens for the Rams.
Yeah, Rams on 2nd and 15 again here. It's been interesting so far this drive.
9:03 left in the third quarter. Rams trying to answer the touchdown drive by Bridgewater-Raynham. Rollinson in the gun. He'll take the snap, pitch it to the outside to Beauregard, who's got a ton of space. Beauregard will cut upfield, break off the tackles, and get a lot of that yardage back and more. Third down and about 3 will come up for the Rams. That's a big run by Beauregard.
Yeah, that was a huge one. A nice run of 12 there for Beauregard. 3rd and 3 here. It's big time for the Rams.
Actually working out a 3rd and 4. Rollinson looks to throw. It falls out of his hands, and it's a fumble. And I think BR fell on top of it. Looking for the signal, and it is a Bridgewater-Raynham football. The ball just slipped out of Rollinson's hands. Another mistake made by the junior quarterback. And another turnover, as the Marshfield defense will have to take the field once again.
Recovery by number 23, Adrian Peebles. First down.
Peebles on the recovery. Ben, I mean, the Rams are just shooting themselves in the foot right now with penalties and turnovers. They can't get anything going.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a rough second half here for the Rams. Obviously, that play there, Rollinson, I don't think he realized at first that the ball was taken out of his hand there. He looked down a little bit in confusion. He didn't see. He thought he got rid of it in time, but unfortunately, the Rams weren't able to get the ball there.
1st and 10 for BR off of the turnover. Lambert will take the snap, pitch to Lewis to the outside. Lewis with a big burst of speed will cross the 50. Gain of about 7. It will be 2nd down for the Trojans.
Lewis brings it up for 7. It'll be 2nd and 3.
BR going to go quick. They're going to go right to the line of scrimmage. Mark it as a 2nd and 3. Lewis on the handoff once again. Leach will be in the backfield to make the tackle. No gain on that one, so a quick 3rd down coming up for BR.
Yeah, big 3rd down here for the Rams. 3rd and 3 here. This is a great opportunity for the defense to put a stop to this drive here.
On the backfield by number 75, Dylan Burrow.
Burrow gets credited with the stop for the Rams as well.
3rd and 3 for the Trojans.
7:50 will remain in the third quarter. As Lambert getting ready to break the huddle. 3rd down and 3. Lewis still in the backfield. You got to be thinking they might go run here for BR. Lambert will send a man in motion. They'll take the snap. It's a handoff to Lewis to the outside, and the Rams D-line will stuff him right at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a gain of 1, but a 4th down coming up for the Trojans.
It's a risky play here, Will. 4th down, 4th and short here. It's a big decision whether or not to go for it here.
Stopped by number 99, Andrew Cosman.
Cosman gets credited with the stop for the Rams defensive line. 4th and 2. It looks like the offense will stay on the field for BR. Lambert in the gun. Lewis behind him. Play action. Lambert will roll to the outside. That ball is thrown in the dirt and incomplete. Pressure came from Charlie Leach. Penalty flag was thrown, and I think it might be against BR. It is against BR. Marshfield will decline. That'll be a turnover on down. Great pressure by Charlie Leach, the senior captain, to make that a tough throw for Lambert.
Yeah, it was a tough situation there. Charlie Leach broke right through the offensive line there, was heading for Lambert there. So he put the pressure on. Lambert threw it in the dirt. Now the Rams are going to take over here.
You just got to cut out the penalties, man. The penalties and the turnovers. They have killed the Rams' momentum on offense whenever they get it. Fresh set of downs now and a fresh start for Marshfield. 1st and 10. Rollinson will send Summers back to the middle of the field. They're going to hand off to Beauregard. Another flag going to be thrown in. And I think this is a hold against the Rams. They're sub 1 down on the Marshfield side. As we'll see what the call is there. Was a hold against Marshfield. It's going to go against Aiden Summers. But a Marshfield player is still down. Try and get you a number on who that is in just a sec. It's number 63. That's Justin Amaral, who's down right now. Now it'd be a loss for the Rams and another one of those big guards. And pieces on this offensive line continue to drop. Ben, you had McGowan go down for a little bit last week. And now Amaral going down. And he's still down. So we're actually going to take a quick break here on Marshfield Community Media. We'll see you back in a little bit.
MCM coverage of MHS sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Biviano General Contracting, Road to Responsibility.
Save the date for Friday, May 9th from
Amaral able to walk off, but a new guard going to come in for the Rams. A 1st and 10 with the holding penalty. They're going to pitch to Beauregard on the outside, who's going to make a cut upfield, and he'll get to about the 44-yard line. It'll bring up a 2nd down for this Rams offense, 2nd and long.
Yeah, 2nd and long here, Will. It's time for the Rams to make a bit of a larger play here. I mean, going for the simple run plays don't always work in the Rams' favor, so at this point, I think it's time to line up some receivers.
A lot of receivers out here for Marshfield. D'Antonio checked into the game as well. Defensive line will not jump for BR. Marshfield trying to get the call from the sidelines. Under 6 minutes to go. Rollinson will take the snap. He'll throw the screen to Richardson on the outside, but he cannot hold on to the ball. It'll fall incomplete. Bring up 3rd down and long for the Rams offense.
Yeah, Rollinson was looking to get rid of it there to Richardson. Pressure was coming right on top of him. Bobbled out of the hands there for Richardson. But regardless if he caught or not, I think the pressure would have come on him there.
3 receivers set to the top of your screen for Marshfield. Aiden Summers will line up at the tight end at the bottom. D'Antonio will go in motion. Rollinson with Williams in the backfield. Take the snap, look to throw. Has a wide open Evan Williams who's going to try and make a cut. Makes one man miss. He's going to be close to that 1st down marker. Looks like he's just a yard short. But now you got to think where the Rams might go for this one on 4th.
Yeah, big 4th and 1 here, Will. It's do or die here. I mean, really, the Rams, if I were them, just go for it. They're down by 2. They need some points here. It's a big 4th down play.
4th and 1 for the Rams offense. Cole Summers will go in motion. They're going to hand off Beauregard to the outside. He's going to get the 1st down, but another flag will come in. So we're going to have to see if this one will stand.
Boy, Will, flags left and right all throughout this game here. I mean, it's been a rough game for both teams.
Flag was on the Rams. Help move that ball.
Man. I mean, that's just terrible. So many times for this Rams team, they've been backed up. And the BR crowd, rightfully so, are going to let them know. So now it's a 4th and 6.
4th and 6. Let's go, fans.
The penalty will back them up. Way too many offensive penalties for the Rams today. And again, an official stoppage, which has been a theme of today's game as well with the penalties. 4th down and 6. Rollinson will send Aiden Summers in motion. He'll take the snap. Rollinson will look to throw. Step up in the pocket over the middle. Aiden Summers with a catch. Breaking tackles. Summers, he outruns everyone. Touchdown Marshfield. Aiden Summers. Wow, do you see a big man run like that? Not too frequently. And Marshfield will regain the lead.
That was a huge moment, Will. Marshfield leads 18-14 now. Big play for Aiden Summers there, the big tight end there. He caught the ball right there, and he saw the 2 defenders on him. He turned on the Jets, and he went right for the end zone. Great play there by the Rams.
I mean, how about the burners on Aiden Summers? His brother, usually known for his wheels, Cole, as he has a lot of yards after catch and long touchdowns this year. But Aiden Summers, the big fella, able to turn on the burners. Punch that one in for the Rams. It's 18-14 now, and it looks like the Rams will once again go for 2, but no trick formation this time. They're just going to go under center in the normal offense. Here's the 2-point attempt. And Coach Aruka furious. He has to take a timeout right there. I could hear him from up here, Ben, screaming, "What are you doing?" to his offense.
Yeah, obviously Coach Aruka not happy about what was going on there. He needs to take a timeout here, talk to his offensive line, give them some strategy here, maybe focusing on what's going on.
I mean, I can hear Aruka from up here screaming, "We keep killing ourselves," and he is right. I mean, the penalties, the mental mistakes have been terrible for the Rams. I mean, there's been so many opportunities where we don't even know how these drives have looked because they've killed their own drives with penalties. You can't even see the end result.
Yeah, Aruka definitely hasn't been happy about those. I've seen him on the sideline moving back and forth. He's definitely not happy about penalty after penalty here tonight. It's been rough for the Rams offense, but obviously getting that touchdown there, huge boost in morale for the Rams.
And they're going to need it too. The defense has played well. They need that to keep up. Two-point try with 5:01 remaining. Rollinson, empty backfield, will send a man in motion. Hand off to the motion man. Cole Summers will get in, and the two-point conversion is good. Rams lead 20-14 with 5 minutes left in the third.
The Rams on their third attempt, third time's the charm. They go for the two-pointer again. They get it this time. Great play there. It was the trick plays that they kept going for, but this time they just handed it off to Summers there, and he got through for the two-pointer there.
The Rams will regain the lead. It has been a sloppy game overall. We've seen penalties. We've seen missed tackles. We've seen tight ends move how I didn't think tight ends were able to move in Aiden Summers. And still a whole lot of ball left. Still 5 minutes in the third quarter.
Yeah, plenty of time here to make something happen here, Will. Rams, they've got the morale. They're leading by 6. So the Trojans will get the ball here, make something happen here. Hopefully it's a penalty-less drive.
We hope so. O'Brien for the Rams. Going to kick this one back off to the Trojans. It will have a chance for a return. It's fumbled initially, but makes a cut upfield. Rams coverage team is there to tackle him before he reaches the 30-yard line. And the Trojans offense will try and regain at least the tie and try and regain the lead with an extra point.
Reed brings it out to the 29-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for the Trojans at the 29.
I feel bad. This poor PA guy starting to lose his voice down there.
Yeah, it's been a long day here, Will. A lot of penalties stopping the clock, dragging this game out longer.
Yeah, I know that pain. I've done PA for basketball before, and your voice can only hold on for so long. First and 10 for the Trojans. Lambert going to send Reed in motion, take the snap, it's play action. He's going to throw to the outside, wide open receiver will make the catch, and Riley will wrap him up eventually at the 45-yard line. Ryan Dorica on the reception. Once again, I mean, that's a huge play by the Trojans with a wide open receiver.
Yeah, the receiving game is where the Marshfield defense needs to kind of focus up a little bit here. The Trojans know that they can get around the Rams with some receptions.
There we go, first down.
I didn't like the initial reaction.
He's
I
making sure this crowd stays locked into this game.
This guy's
here.
great. I got to talk to him a little bit at the break. He's killing it up there. First down and 10 for BR. Lambert will hand off to Lewis, trying to get up the middle, but Casale there to make the tackle early. Still a gain of maybe 2 or 3 for Lewis. They'll bring up second down.
Second and 6. Defensive play by number 53, Kyle Casale. Second down.
Clock will tick down to 4 minutes. They gave him 3 yards on the carry. So second down and 7 coming up for the Trojan offense. Trojan crowd still trying to keep them into the game. Lambert will take the snap. He's looking to throw over the middle. That ball over the head of his intended receiver. He was looking to go to Finn Kelly once again. But a flag will be in on the play.
Well, I don't know if we've had a drive that hasn't had a penalty flag thrown on the field.
It would be rare to not have a penalty at this point. Defensive holding against the Rams will be enough for a first down.
Penalty was on the Rams. That brings the ball up quite a bit, and that gives us a BR. We'll take it 1st and 10 from the 40.
You heard the PA, 1st and 10 from the 40, 3:44 remaining in the third quarter. Lambert in the gun. He's got 3 receivers lined up at the top of your screen. Lambert looking back to his head coach, Ian Bain, for the call. They're going to hand off to Lewis up the middle. He'll be stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Job by the Rams D-line. Stopped by the Rams. Initially, I think that was number 58, Will Scott, who got in there. And both Scott brothers, Will and Connor, both in there. Be 2nd down and 10. Tick down to 3:06 remaining in the third quarter. 2nd and 10, Lewis lined up to the left of Lambert. Lambert will take the snap, play action, he'll throw. He has an open receiver who makes the catch and will have enough for a first down. Play action gets the Rams to bite, and first down picked up for the Trojans.
Yeah, the Trojans know that they can get around the defense with the pass game here. Rams thrive in the rush game, but when it comes to passing, the Rams tend to fall off a little bit here.
Kelly with another big reception for BR. And they give Bergameska the credit on the tackle. First down and 10, Lambert back lined up to his right. Lambert will look to throw, step up in the pocket, deep ball to the sideline, just over his intended receiver, Dylan Reed. That could have been another big touchdown for the Trojans.
Yeah, Will Reed was wide open. There was nobody around him there. Lambert just threw it a little too high, a little too far. But that was almost a risky moment there for the Rams.
Yeah, I mean, that would have tied up the game. I mean, Reed was wide open. The Rams secondary continues to struggle. They've given up a ton of big plays through the air. 2nd down and 10. Trojans trying to answer back on a Marshfield touchdown drive. Lambert will look to the sideline and then look back to his O-line. He's got Lewis to his left. He will take the snap. Pressure comes, he has to roll all the way out to his right. Open receiver, but will go off his hands. Fall incomplete, was intended for Caden Blake. Liam Riley on the coverage, will be 3rd down.
Another moment where the Trojans went for the pass game again. Had an open receiver. Just couldn't hold it in.
The life in this BR crowd has started to fade just a little bit. 3rd down and 10. A play here would get them right back into it. And you can hear the fans trying to get fired back up. Trojans trail by 6. 3rd down and 10. Lambert. He will take the snap. Pressure comes. He steps up in the pocket. Another deep ball will go over the receiver, but Liam Riley got a little too handsy. And a PI will be called. Another 3rd down penalty against the Rams.
That was a great moment there for the Rams. Riley was right on top of the receiver there. Like as you said, Will, he got a little too handsy. 2 flags thrown on the play there. That's going to bring to a first down.
Just doesn't stop for the Rams, it feels like.
Penalty central, if you will.
Yep. It's been that type of game.
First down BR. 1st and 10 from the 15.
1st down and 10 from the 15 for the Trojans. Lambert once again in the shotgun. He was going to hand this one off to Lewis to the outside. Great tackle made by the Marshfield defense. No gain on the play for Lewis. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Rams right on top of that play there, Will. They read the rush there. Brought down Lewis real quick.
Leach in on the tackle for the Rams defense. It'll be 2nd down and 10. All things considered on this defense, I mean, Leach has had a heck of a year.
Absolutely, Leach, senior captain, definitely earned that spot on the team. Leach has definitely shown that he is a valuable asset here for the Rams.
Down to 1:15 left in the third quarter. 2nd and 10, Lambert will look to throw. Plenty of time, he'll throw, end zone, that ball will fall incomplete. Had a couple different recenders. I think he was looking for Finn Kelly once again. Another 3rd down and 10 with 1:08 remaining in the third quarter.
Another rough play there for the Trojans. Lambert had the pressure coming. He threw it a little too far.
And BR just missing on some of these chunk plays. It has been close. The Rams defense looking to get a statement stop as we head into the fourth. 3rd down and 10. Lambert, 3 receivers, bottom of your screen. He'll take the snap. He'll throw to the outside. That ball will fall incomplete. And a 4th down stop. No penalties will hit the field this time.
Yeah, that was great for the Rams. No penalties called there. It's a 4th and 10 here. Trojans most likely going to send in the field goal unit here.
They're thinking about it. They haven't sent anyone out just yet. I think Christian Creed is their guy who usually kicks.
It's like the Trojans might go for it here, maybe try to draw some Rams on a false start here, but they're going to go for it.
4th and 10. Lambert, they're going for it. He's looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He's got grass in front of him. Throw to the end zone. That ball is caught, but out of bounds. Did not keep a foot in bounds. It will fall incomplete. A huge stop for the Marshfield defense. And they will get the ball back in their own territory.
Yeah, it was a great play there by the Rams defense, applying the pressure to every man on the Trojan offense there. The ball was a little high. It was caught, but just couldn't keep the feet in bounds there, Will.
Yeah, good coverage by the Rams to be able to push him out of bounds as well. Not able to keep any of those feet in. 56 seconds remaining. Rams are going to have it at their own 15-yard line. We'll see if the offense can put together another good drive. Rollinson going to be under center. Beauregard is the back. Aiden Summers in motion. They're going to hand off to Beauregard up the middle. He gets a good block. Getting upfield. Another cut by Beauregard. Finally, he's tackled down. But a huge run by the senior running back. 1st down picked up by the Rams.
It's Beauregard again here, Will. He's absolutely lethal today. He's been showing off here for the Rams. Obviously starting for the first time here today. He's been doing really well.
Fresh set of downs. Rollinson once again under center. It's play action. He's going to roll to the outside, look for an open receiver, and now will just run it himself. Decent gain by the junior. Will bring up a 2nd down for the Rams.
Second down, 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4 for the Rams. Rollinson will send Hannigan in motion. Almost got someone to jump on BR, not quite. Didn't jump into the neutral zone. And Marshall will just let the clock roll on out. At the end of 3, Marshall leads by 6, 20-14. As we get into the fourth quarter, it's a 1-score game. We're going to take a quick break here on Marshfield Community Media. We'll see you back in a sec. We'll be right back.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting,
Road to Responsibility.
We are back here, fourth quarter action on MCM. Can the Rams hold on? They're going to take the snap, screen pass to the outside is caught by Richardson. He'll have enough for a first down as he runs out of bounds. The Rams are going to move the change. I feel like when you get this ball out to the receivers of the Rams, it doesn't matter how far you throw the ball. They seem to always get yards after the catch.
Yeah, absolutely. Richardson, Hannigan, Summers, you got all these great receivers. Valuable assets to the team here.
Well, it'll be Hannigan to the outside. A flag is going to come in late. Hannigan gets a big gain, but a flag will come in. And once again, Ben, it feels like the Rams might have shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, absolutely will. I mean, it's just left and right here. I don't even know how to call it at this point. It's just flag after flag after flag. Honestly, at this point, I wish I was keeping track because I assume it's an astounding number of flags that have been thrown on today.
We're going to see if next week if Shaq is able to keep track of all these penalties when he gets us the stats. Because, man, we're up to double digits in penalties for the Rams, it feels like, no doubt, right?
Absolutely here, Will. Maybe double digits just in the first half alone.
It feels that way. First down and 20 for the Rams off of the penalty. They're going to take the snap. They're going to pitch back inside to Hannigan on a little trick play. They thought it was going to the outside to Beauregard, but no, it is Hannigan. That's going to get a decent amount of that yardage back and bring up second down.
Stop by number 10, Rotundo. It'll be second down, second and 12.
They're going to bring in the extra tight end O'Brien on the field. Big 87, accompanied by 88, Aiden Summers. Cole Hannigan will line up bottom of your screen. Second down for the Rams. Rollinson will send a man in motion, take the snap, hand off to Beauregard. He's not going to go anywhere. Will actually lose yardage on the play. Will bring up third down for the Rams.
Yeah, third and long here, Will. Big moment here for the Rams. They do have the lead. This is a big moment here for the Marshfield offense here. Definitely want to extend their lead here.
Christian Creed will get the stop for BR. Third down and 14 for the Rams offense.
Timeout, Trojans.
And the Trojans are going to take a timeout before a flag comes on. I think they might have had too many men on the field. Oh, no. I think the Marshfield coaching staff might have just been flagged, Ben.
Oh, man. I mean, Aruka's been very vocal here today, so it'd be a shame to see a flag go on them and the coaching staff here today.
I mean, that's been going on for a while now. Both coaches have been John at the refs, and finally, officials have had enough. They're going to call it on the Rams.
Well, I mean, naturally so. Flags have been being thrown left and right here. I think at this point, the offensive coaching staff here for the Rams are just sick of it at this point.
I mean, I can't blame them either. If I was watching the way the team has played so far, so many penalties, I would be pretty furious too. I think the crowd was just, I think they're playing catch with the pom-poms.
Fourth quarter football.
And can we get a look at that real quick? I think they're playing catch with the pom-poms here between the cheerleaders and the crowd. That's fun. I love that. Well, the Rams offense will take the field. Again, it's a big third down coming up. Third and 14 for the Rams. There actually was no flag. It was called off. Rollinson looks to throw. Deep ball to the sideline over the head of his intended receiver, but a penalty flag is going to come in. I think it's against BR. I can't see who it was intended for. I think it might have been Aiden Summers. But flag, and it looks like it's PI against BR. It was intended for Cole Summers. And it is pass interference against the Trojans, so the Rams are going to get to retry a third down. I don't think this will be enough for a first. Correction, it actually is enough by about a yard or two.
Penalty moves the ball up 15 yards. It's going to be a first down for the Rams.
10:32 in the fourth.
10 from the 41.
So many penalties on the field tonight, you would think someone's been doing laundry. That's the way it's been. Rollinson in the gun. He's got Beauregard in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to Beauregard, who bounces off a couple of tackles, will fight forward for a little bit extra. And they will be second down Beauregard has given a nice little spark to this offense in the backfield.
Yeah, absolutely. Beauregard, maybe the spark the Rams needed here. Absolutely lethal in today's game. He's been a great player here for the Rams, getting through the open holes made by the offensive line. So we've been playing great today.
They give Beauregard 5 on the gain. It will be 2nd and 5. Rollinson shotgun once again. Beauregard lined up behind him in the backfield. They're going to take the snap, hand off to Beauregard once again with a big burst, but the ball is going to pop out, and it is picked up by BR. Another turnover by the Rams. Beauregard, the inexperienced running back, can't hold on to the ball, and BR will get the ball back with 9:46.
Yeah, Bridgewater-Raynham, they had that setback with that big pass interference penalty. Now the momentum has shifted here for the Bridgewater-Raynham sideline. Great play there. The fumble was made there, so that was a great play there.
Drew Sylvia with the fumble recovery. He's the one who ends up with it. Now the Marshfield defense, we're asking them to do a tall task and hold off this BR defense, or this BR offense, excuse me. First down and 10. Lambert with Lewis in the backfield. He'll take the snap, hand off to Lewis to the outside. He will be hit behind the line of scrimmage. Great run defense by the Rams once again. It'll be 2nd down. I think he might have lost a yard there.
Yeah, the Rams defense, I'll say it again, Will, they're great when it comes to reading the run game. The Rams defense knows how to wrap up the runner and bring him down there. Now they're going to go back a yard. It's 2nd and 11 here.
Rams defense, if they can hold on these big down and distance, I know that would make the coaches who have been pretty frustrated today a little happy. Lambert looks to throw. Plenty of time. Air this one out deep, and it's caught. 30, 20. They're not going to be able to catch him. It's a touchdown for BR. Another huge play. And they're going to tie it up here, Ben, 20-20.
Will, it sounds like Gillette Stadium in here, Will. This crowd is erupting on that game-tying touchdown here. Great play there for the Trojans.
Dylan Reed with the reception. He has been a huge part of the offense. He's one of the captains for this BR unit. So they are out to attempt the extra point. This would give them the lead. The Rams have been close a couple of times to jumping these. They almost got there, but it will be just enough to be through the uprights and good. BR will take a 4th quarter lead, 21-20 with 8:57 left in the ballgame.
This is big time here, Will. All the Trojans have to do is put up a brick wall against the Rams offense here. The Rams need to get down the field and score some points here.
I think that was Lambert's 3rd touchdown pass of the day, too, so he has been really good throughout the air. He's got 1 to Kelly, he's got 1 to, I believe, Blake, and now 1 to Reed. Rams need to get something going here in the 4th. This one will be kicked off deep. It will be returned. That's Hannigan, who's going to work the close sideline. He's got a couple of blocks. Hannigan trying to get upfield. He will be pushed out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. And the Marshfield offense will take over. They got to get in the end zone here, Ben.
Yeah, it's big time here, Will. 8:51 left in the game here. They need to get down the field, score some points here.
A turnover by Beauregard killed the Rams once again. That's been the story of the game. Penalties and turnovers has hindered anything that Marshfield has tried to do. First down and 10. Rollinson will send Summers in motion. Take the snap, hand off to Beauregard, breaks 1 tackle, but the rest of the Trojans are there to wrap him up. Not even going to get a yard gain on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, they tried to go to Beauregard there. Beauregard's been a great player here today. I think the Trojans are starting to watch Beauregard a little harder here because they know how dangerous Beauregard can be in the backfield.
2nd down and 10 coming up for the Trojans. Summers will go in motion. They're going to do play action. Rollinson steps up in the pocket, breaks the tackle. He will throw, and it will be incomplete, out of bounds. A flag was thrown in the backfield. And it's going against the Rams once again.
Quarterback pressured by number 21, John Hall.
I mean, it's getting comical at this point, Ben. It's been hold after hold.
It's ridiculous here, Will. Just flag after flag. There has, honestly, I don't think there's been a drive for either team that hasn't had a penalty flag thrown.
Penalty is declined, so it's a 3rd down and 10. Rollinson with 4 receivers out there. He'll take the snap. He's looking to throw. Rollinson has to throw the screen to Evan Williams, who's going to get to the outside. Whole bunch of green grass, and Williams will cross the 50. A 1st down picked up by the Rams in a big way.
Yeah, it was a big moment there, Will. It was a 3rd and long situation. The Rams were able to make it happen. Rollinson had the pressure coming. He saw Williams wide open. He got rid of it to him.
Sylvia, one of the Trojans there, in on the tackle. Rollinson. You wouldn't believe it.
A little bit of flags on the field. Flag is on the Rams. We'll move that ball back.
Believe it or not, flag against the Rams on a false start, so they're going to start 1st and long again, 1st and 15. I don't even know what to say about the penalties anymore.
Yeah, well, it's getting hard to call here. I mean, penalty after penalty, it's just ridiculous. You don't even see this in the NFL nor college here. It's just silly.
This is ugly.
Yeah.
This is a really ugly game. We got a stoppage here again. This has been the other part of the game I really haven't liked. The officials have stopped this a ton of times now, and I know they're trying to get the right call, but... Wait, so it's against BR. Okay. What is going on here tonight?
Yeah, a lot of miscommunication here between the officials here. Not sure what the call is still.
They picked the flag up, so
it's going to be 1st and 10 Marshfield, I guess.
All right, well... As confusing of a ball game as it gets. Rollinson, hard count. He gets BR to jump. And another penalty will be thrown. If you're a Marshfield fan, you'll take it. It'll be 1st and 5 now for the Rams on the encroachment.
All right, 1st and 5.
So it was 1st and 15, back to 1st and 10. Now we're at 1st and 5 here.
It has been chaotic here at Bridgewater-Raynham. Defense chance will come from the BR crowd. Rollinson will hand it off. Beauregard outside, 1st down, still breaking tackles as he crosses the 35. And that's a way for the Rams to get the sticks moving.
Yeah, they had the chance there, Will. It was 1st and 5, an easy play for Beauregard to get right up the field there. It's going to be 1st and 10 here. The clock will tick at 7:15.
Marshfield might just try and kill as much clock here as possible to get into the end zone. Rollinson, play action. He'll roll out to the right. Still looking to throw, and he's going to throw it last second to Richardson, but no, incomplete. We thought Richardson got his feet in. A flag is also down again.
Yeah, and the refs are going to talk about this one, Will. A little bit of miscommunication there. 2 different angles there. From my angle, looked like Richardson kept his toes in bounds there, but we'll see what the officials have to say.
I thought for sure he kept it in. Oh my God. It's like another stoppage. It's another penalty against the Rams. They say the catch is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know what to say here, Will. This is getting ugly.
This is one of the worst ones I've called in a while, Ben.
Yeah,
I know you're new to the whole football
right.
commentating thing, but yeah, this is really bad. Rollinson will take the snap, look to throw over the middle. That ball is caught and falling all the way across the 20. Cole Summers on the reception and a 1st down for the Rams.
So what the Rams need, there was 2nd and 15. Big play there for Summers right down the field.
1st down Rams.
First down and 10. Summers back and forth in motion. Going to hand off to Summers on the sweep to the outside, getting a block, and he'll cross the 10-yard line, almost to the 5. It'll be second down for the Rams.
Down by number 10, Nick Rotundo.
This is good striking distance here for the Rams. 2nd and 5 here.
2nd and 2.
Down to 6:15. Second down for the Rams, who are going to try and take the lead on this drive, and they're in striking distance. Hannigan will line up in the backfield with Beauregard. Rollinson will now send Hannigan in motion. Take the snap, hand off Beauregard up the middle. He'll fight forward. He'll have enough for a first down, and he'll fall at about the 2 or 3 yard line. And the Marshfield offense continues to move the chains, but they got to punch it in, Ben.
Yeah, this is a big moment here. 5:43 and counting left in the game here.
Corsi on the tackle for BR. Rollinson, pitch, Beauregard outside. He will try and fight forward. He won't have enough for the end zone. He'll be down at the 1 yard line. 2nd and goal coming up for the Rams.
Yeah, well, this is big time. Down at the 1 here. This is a big moment here for the Rams to take the lead here. Only down by 1. This is big.
Big second down here for Marshfield. Knocking on the door of BR. Rollinson has Williams in the backfield now. Rollinson will hand it off, try and keep it himself, and he is lit up. No! Excuse me, it's handed off to Evan Williams. I thought Rollinson, what is happening here?
No, it was not.
Initially, I thought it was a touchdown. And then they Wow, this is... Ben, help me out here. You have any idea what just happened?
I don't know what to say here, Will. I mean,
I have no idea.
On the right side here signaled for a touchdown, but I guess...
I thought Rollinson had it, and then they signaled touchdown, and I thought Williams got in, and they said, no, Rollinson had the ball. This is just a disaster. Hopefully the Rams can get in. It's a 3rd down. Rollinson throws, end zone. It's batted down, incomplete. And a 4th down will come up for the Rams, who will bring on the field goal unit now.
Yeah, Will, no problem bring on the field goal unit here. They're going to take the lead if they get this field goal here. But the Trojans still have time to get the ball down the field.
Trying to see if we can get a number on who's attempting the field goal here for the Rams. So it's Ryan Bergameska trying to take the lead. Snap good. Bergameska has enough leg through the uprights and good. And Marshfield will take a 2-point lead. 4:43 remaining in the ball game, but the Trojans with plenty of time when they get the ball back.
Yeah, it's plenty of time here for the Trojans. It's up to the Marshfield defense now to put up against this Trojan offense here. Hopefully there's no flags thrown on the play here. Well, I mean, really, this is just a ridiculous game.
We should keep track of this drive, right? We should keep track how many flags we get. I'm going to put it on Aiden Kielty, our cameraman, actually. How many flags are we going to get in a single drive here in the 4th quarter? Who knows? If you're a betting man, I would set the line to like 4.5 and bet the over. That's the way this game has been played. Also, I see a ton of people in the MCM chat. I took a quick peek. First of all, thank you to all of you who enjoyed the pregame and the halftime show. We had a blast doing it. Also, a lot of talk. People are saying Richardson had his feet in on that play, so
yeah, from where I was standing, Will, it looked like he was in, but you know what? You can't argue with the officials.
It's true. You just got to keep playing ball. O'Brien going to send this one out of bounds, and here we go. 1. That's a penalty is thrown for the kickoff out of bounds. It's great field position for BR. They got plenty of time to make this happen as well.
Absolutely. 4:43. That's plenty of time for them to get down the field here. As I said before, it's up to the Rams defense now.
It has been an interesting game, to say the least. I think that's the nicest way that I can put it. It has been penalty after stoppage, not just on the Rams, too. BR has had their fair share of penalties.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams getting dragged down over and over again by penalties. We've already counted one so far, Will, so let's see what happens here on this drive.
First and 10.
Here we go. First and 10, late in the fourth quarter, 4:43 on the clock. Lambert, handoff to Lewis up the middle. Lewis breaking tackles and will cross the 50. A huge gain by the running back for a first down. Braden Lewis continues to be electric on his feet.
Bridgewater-Raynham first down into Ram territory. First and 10 from the 46-yard line.
That clock is going to continue to tick.
Defense by number 8, Liam Kelly.
Down all the way to 4:20 right now. First down and 10. Lambert, Lewis with the handoff once again. He'll break off tackles once again and get another big gain with his legs. Not enough for a first down, but it's down to the 40. Second and 5 coming up for the Trojans.
This is big here. Lewis was stopped in bounds, though, so the clock is going to tick. That might be good here for the Trojans. Run the clock down and get a late touchdown here so the Rams don't have a lot of time with the ball.
I mean, if you're a Rams fan, you hope that you just get a stop at this point.
Yeah,
Second down and 5. Lambert will look to throw. He has to escape out to his right, and he's going to run this one close to a first down. We'll see where they spot it, but a big run by the senior quarterback.
Take out of Brown by number 99, Cosman.
Cosman forced him out of bounds. It's third down and 2. 3:29 left in the game. Lambert, handoff, Lewis up the middle. Gonna depend on the spot. I think he has enough for a first down for the Trojans.
Yeah, it looks like the refs are going to signal that he has the first down here, but they might break out the chains here, Will.
First down!
And they do signal to move the chains. It's a first down. You can hear the eruption from the BR crowd on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. They know that the Trojans could potentially win this game here on this drive, Will. 3 minutes to go, clock's ticking.
3 minutes remaining in the game. Lambert's going to send a man in motion. He'll take the snap. It's play action. Lambert wants to air this one out deep. He will. It's over the head of his intended receiver. Will fall incomplete. Good coverage by the Rams and bring up second down.
Yeah, the Rams know how they need to keep the pressure on the Trojans here. They know how dire this drive could be for the Trojans, so all they have to do is keep the pressure on them, just push them back, and hopefully the Rams offense can get on the field one more time here.
This is a long field goal in high school, too, so it would be tough for BR to make it happen. Second down and 10. BR crowd fired up. Marshfield will show blitz. They're going to hand off to Lewis to the outside. He'll be tripped up. A flag will come in late. It's Leach who made the play. Number 2 penalty on the drive for those counting. It'll be holding against BR. It'll be moved back and we'll replay second down.
Boy, Will, it's just hard to say. Usually a penalty is like, oh, quick penalty on the play here, but at this point it's just, well, there's a penalty.
I'm sick of them. I'll say it. I'll be brave enough to say it. I'm sick of them.
These penalties have been dragging out this game longer than it needs to be here.
Definitely have been.
Back, it'll be second down, second and 20.
Clock will continue to run. Second down and 20, 2:35 on the clock and ticking. Feels like this could be the last drive of the game, the way that BR is letting this clock run. Lambert in the gun. Lewis in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to Lewis to the outside. Big run by the junior running back.
Lewis on the run. Big run on.
Do we have another flag down? 3 on this drive. And the officials will stop it once again. I love how they're not even telling us what the call is anymore. They're backing it up.
Well, the Trojans are going back here. Well,
it does go against BR, so that's number 3. Second down, and now try to break out our favorite phrase that we coined with Tyler Panero and Andrew Youngworth last year. Second and a country mile coming up for the BR offense.
Yeah, 2nd and 30 here, Will. This is big time for the Rams here. All they have to do is put the stop up here, and it could be pretty safe to say that they've won the game.
Huge second down. Lambert will look to throw. Pressure's coming. He has to step up in the pocket. Look to run. Leach is going to wrap him up, and that's a big-time tackle. Lambert will cross the 50 to the 49, but it will still be a 3rd and long for the Trojan offense.
Third down, 3rd and long.
Clock down to 1:35. It's a 3rd down and 25. Can the Rams hold on? Lambert, look to throw. There it is. Number 4 penalty will be thrown on this drive. And it's a false start by the Trojans. Cosman looking at the Rams crowd to get them fired up. It's going to back the Trojans up even further. 3rd and 35 now.
Move it back, it'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, this is huge, Will. 3rd and 35. It's hard to do something with this here. I'm excited to see what the Trojans have here, but I don't know. I think the Rams might have this one.
I'm going to never say never the way this game has been going. We're down to 1 minute and 5. The clock continues to run. Lambert in the gun. Look to throw. Only a 3-man pressure. Throw over the middle. It is caught. That ball's reeled in by Finn Kelly. Will not have enough for the 1st down. And it's going to be 4th down. Ben, the clock continues to run here, down to 46, 45.
Yeah, the Trojans are going to go for it here, Will. 45 seconds to go. It's big time here.
This could be the game. 4th down, Lambert will look to throw. Plenty of time. He'll step up. Still wants to air it out. That ball incomplete. Over the head of his intended receiver. Marshfield just barely is going to hold on tonight with 31 seconds left.
Yeah, that's big time, Will. I think the Rams are going to pick up their 1st win of the season here, which is big time here, especially on an away game here, Will.
Whew.
This is great. I mean, honestly, I think the refs had more throwing time than some of the quarterbacks here, but I mean, either way, I think the Rams are going to walk out of here with the win.
Wow, in what has been a photo finish game. Incredibly played on both sides. The penalties were for sure ugly, but still an incredibly played game. We had big plays all across the board. First and 10, Rollinson will just take a knee. And that should do it. Not another snap, I think, will have to be called for the Rams as they get ready to line up at the 50. What a game this was. An absolute thriller here at Bridgewater-Raynham. The Rams will come on top 23-21. It was Ryan Bergameska's field goal that was the decider in this one. Ben, what a phenomenal game this was.
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible. I mean, the penalties setting back both teams were rough, but overall, it was a nail-biter of a finish here, Will. Ryan Bergameska with that nice kick secured the game for the Rams. What a great game by both teams.
It was a phenomenal game. I want to thank you to everyone who joined us here on Marshfield Community Media. It's going to wrap it up for us here on MCM. We want to thank Ivana Osborne back in the studio, Aiden Kielty on camera, Jack Hughes who came up to do the halftime report, Ben Wilson here as well, killing it on the color commentary. I am Will Nicholson. We will see you next week, Marshfield. Good night.
MCM coverage of MHS sports is proudly presented by
Biviano General Contracting.
Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build, saving up to 25% of the cost compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations.
More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
Crossing a 50, 40, he's got 2 men to beat, no one's gonna catch.
Pick is up, and it is score! For 3.
Got it! With the shot, it's in! Lights out, good night, goodbye, and there's Aiden! Marshfield wins! It's a great serve. Another one drop!
And the Rams drop one first here in the Super Bowl.
Nice.
Kick on the field.